smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are some great choices on the lot right now. Check out this 2014 Hyundai Sonata GLS with only 77,000 miles for just $92.50, or this 2011 Ford F-150 Lariat Extended Cab 4x4 loaded and just $13,500, and this '08 Cadillac SRX with 66,000 miles for just $6,900. Call Jamie or Lacey right now, 706-5059. That's 706-5059. Or stop by 129 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum.
Most folks don't use the services of an attorney often, but when they do, many are choosing Corey Kendall, attorney at law. With offices in Altus and Mangum, Corey provides family law, estate planning, real estate, and criminal law services, operating with integrity as the cornerstone of his practice. The Kendall Law Firm is family-run, with wife Renee managing the office. When you need an attorney, remember Corey Kendall, attorney at law.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
If you have tickets or accidents and need auto insurance, you're purchasing a new home and need homeowners coverage, you're a contractor needing general liability or a bond, maybe you're a business owner and need professional liability, directors and officers, or cyber liability, you need farm coverage or crop insurance, the Castle Agency in Mangum is who you're looking for. Family owned and operated for 81 years, the Castle Agency provides insurance for individuals, families, businesses with all kinds of insurance needs. Call or go by the Castle Agency and Pam Simmons will be happy to help you out. Phone 580-782-3049. Visit the office at 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Landon Brooks from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting season, Tigers and Lady Tigers. Stockman's Bank is behind you all the way.
Reap Go Harvest rewards from Firestone when you buy 2 or more Firestone Ag tires at Blair Tire and Feed. Get $25 off on eligible Destination Farm and Destination Turf radial tires, $100 off on eligible radial tires, and $200 off on eligible AD2 radial tires. Plus, for every tire purchased, we'll donate $5 to the National FFA organization. Your Firestone dealer is Blair Tire and Feed, corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair. This offer good now through October 31st, 2019.
John and Katie Murray are proud to let you know that they are reopening the old Bratton Drug location at 109 South Oklahoma in Mangum. Locally owned and providing pharmacy, health and beauty, gifts, and cards. Complete pharmacy, including medication therapy management and immunizations, including a convenient drive-thru. The new Mangum Drug Company, opening soon.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
Hey fans, are you going to be in the stands? This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we can't hide our Tiger pride. Whether it's the gridiron or the basketball court, we support our Tigers and Lady Tigers. So bring your best orange and black and we'll see you at the game. Stockman's Bank is Tiger proud.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers."
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud. Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800. The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find in 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, IRP registration, pipe passes, or even send a UPS, Tom and Cynthia Clark will help you at the Mangum Tag Agency. Call 580-782-3004. That's 782-3004.
Classic Hits 97.7. Here we go. It's football Friday night, week number 12. Mangum Tigers and the Dibble Demons live from the Liberty Bowl. I'm Michael in the morning. He's Dylan Fox, and I tell you what, playoff fever continues here in Southwest Oklahoma and in Mangum. Dylan didn't get caught up in the mix, but everybody came to the Liberty Bowl tonight with a police escort.
Really?
Yeah, they were playing. They had the sirens going and stuff. I was thinking it was Napoleon the 14th, and they're coming to take me away. Ha ha, hee hee, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. We're back after this.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Son, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Hello, I'm Ashley Slayton, nurse practitioner at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. Dr. Lonnie Perryman and I provide a full-service family practice which includes care for children and adults. Same-day appointments are usually available. We are located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-3393 for appointment. I'm looking forward to getting to know new patients, providing compassionate care, and becoming even more integrated into my hometown.
All right, Dylan Fox, welcome back as we get ready for tonight's ball game between the Mangum Tigers and the Dibble Demons. And this is a Friday night that if we weren't playing football, my better half and I would be over in Lawton taking in Three Dog Night. There in concert this evening, we'd be singing Joy to the World. I mention that because it's a three-coat night inside the broadcast booth.
It is definitely a three-coat night for sure. And if any lights go off at this stadium, it's not my heater's fault, I promise. The light flickering back here is not my fault.
Oh, my goodness. They're already tuned in and ready to go. Rocky Pierce is up in Pratt, Kansas. He says, go Tigers. Matthew Dean Reynolds, some coaching. Ringling shutout Dibble. We beat Ringling. Should be a win. Go Tigers. Well, it doesn't actually work that way. We've got 48 minutes to decide that. Tabrisha Harpole says, good luck, boys. Go Tigers. Madison Link, go Dibble. So we got Dibble fans watching tonight. Madison Link is letting Barbara Martin Latursky know about the broadcast. Jason Cook is in Washington, Oklahoma. He says, go Tigers. Sue Thompson, good luck, Tigers. Garrett Macheski, and I hope I'm saying that correctly, Garrett, go Tigers. Madison Link says, let's go 32 and 54. Paula Little Powers, play hard and smart, Tigers. I think there's your key right there.
Yeah, I like the and smart because I think the name of the game that first game was lots of turnovers and quite a few penalties. So look for Coach Powers and the Mangum Tigers to hopefully turn that around.
Katrina Mobley says, you got this, Mangum. Go Tigers. Ricardo Solis, go Tigers from Weber's Falls. All right. Ray Paul is watching. Judge, good to have you alongside. And Brenda Trier says, let's go Tigers. So we've taken care of everybody we think for right now. We know that will expand. Now, we talk about playoff fever, and I finished the afternoon working at our Department of Human Services office here in Mangum. It is absolutely nuts how excited this town is over Mangum football.
Yeah, we talked about it last week, and the Mangum community does a really good job of rallying around this team, and you could definitely feel it throughout Mangum this week. And I think all the Mangum Tiger fans are especially proud and excited for this game.
Had a huge bonfire last night. Then this evening there were probably, I would say, upwards of 30 vehicles that were ushered into the Liberty Bowl parking lot via the fire truck and also by EMS, and then it was followed by the police department. And Dibble had gotten out on the field and were going through their stretching routine and whatnot when all the sirens and all the hoopla began, and they kind of looking around like, wow, they're taking their football pretty serious here tonight at the Liberty Bowl.
Yeah, they I'm sure they were wondering if this was a big game or not. But I think that's awesome that they were able to do that for him, and I'm sure that the kids really appreciated it.
Well, we had one of the guys talk about it, and there are some common opponents, 3 common opponents for these 2 ball clubs. Both have played Apache, both beat Apache. Remember, Mangum fell behind Apache early. It looked like they were going to get blown out, suddenly right the ship, and the only thing they couldn't beat that night was that thunderstorm.
Yeah, that Apache game, they got down early. It was a slow start, but they definitely kicked it into high gear. They didn't even get to finish that game, though, because of the thunderstorm, but they definitely turned it around early in that second half before that hit.
They both played Walters, and we know that Walters' depleted school really has struggled. Mangum opened the season back on September 6th. Remember, it was 100 degrees that night, not 100 degrees here tonight. And they outlasted Ringling 22-20. Meantime, Dibble got beat by Ringling. They were in the same district. 28-0 was the final score there.
Yeah, that Ringling team seemed to put it together a really good season, and I think that's a good opponent to kind of measure the 2 teams against. We know how good Ringling is, so to kind of compare those 2 games is kind of good for us going forward.
Well, and then the other thing that you look at is that Ringling's still playing. They're at home tonight.
Exactly.
They're taking on another team out of District A2, that, of course, the Frederick Bombers. And Frederick, of course, until Mangum and Frederick play again,
Frederick will be the favorite team of Mangum because the Tigers got a break in that last regular season bowl game against Hobart.
Yeah, I think every Mangum Tiger fan was a fan of Frederick for one night.
Yeah,
I think we heard a couple Go Bombers that night, too.
Yeah, exactly. Probably from me. So we'll be watching that ball game for tonight. Also on a 4A level, the Cash Bulldogs are – well, they took off, I don't know what time, earlier today to get to Poto. It's about a 300-mile trip, but that's where they're playing tonight. And then a team from the east making the long trip across I-40 and winding up in Weatherford to take on the Eagles tonight. Meantime, in Class B play, a couple of teams from the listening area in action. Burns Flat Mill City got the unenviable task of traveling to Shattuck to take on the Indians, the defending state champions. They played Shattuck earlier this year, and Shattuck beat them by the 45-point rule. Tough round 2 matchup there for the Eagles.
Yeah, I think we all know the juggernaut that Shattuck has become in Class B. So for Burns Flat to have to make the drive up there, I think, like we've talked about, they've got nothing to lose, so they can just lay it out all on the line.
Meantime, Snyder making the trip to Cherokee, and Cherokee back now to prominence in Class B. They were dynamic in the early 2000 and teens and dropped off for a couple of years now back. Also in Class C play, another Tillman County team in action. Coach White got the Tipton Tigers right where they need to be. They're taking on Sasakwa tonight, and Tipton lost their first 3 ball games of the year. They were to Class B schools. They lost to Burns Flat Mill City. They lost to Snyder, and they lost to Shattuck. So those 3 teams playing in the second round of the playoffs, not too bad. Oh, by the way, Tipton won 7 games in a row, and they're playing in the quarterfinals tonight.
Yeah, we talked about Tipton getting off to that slow start early in the season, but I don't think anyone expected Tipton to be down too long.
Countdown to kickoff continues. We get set for Mangum and Dibble. It's round 2 of the Class A playoffs. We're at the Liberty Bowl tonight on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Courtsview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen when you're enjoying ball this fall. Stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Courtsview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Courtsview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
Adam David Parker says, come on, guys. Brenda Dreyer, let's go Tigers. Pat Schwab Govitz, go Tigers. We are proud of you. Let's see. Kerry Malachki says, go Malachkis. Seaton Noblet, let's go Fudd 55. Yes. By the way, Angie is started the watch party tonight, by the way. Valerie Dreyer says, go Tigers. And our good buddy Jay Cross is watching tonight. Jay, good to have you alongside. And William Dickey also watching this evening. Pleasure to have Coach Dickey here as well.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate everybody listening in tonight, and any of the Dibble Demon fans, if you know anybody who's wanting to watch, tag them in the live stream. We'd love to have them along.
Yeah, you bet. Got 63 people now that are viewing it right now. The captain's going to go to midfield. Colton Laughlin. Fudd is out there along with Dalen Stacy, the final member of the captaincy squad. J.T. Schrum from Mangum in their home black uniforms with the white numerals and the orange and white trim. Dibble will be in white shirts with blue pants and blue helmets, and the captains at midfield exchanging pleasantries. One of the captains, Colton Hager, for this Dibble group. He is joined out there as well by Austin Eiler. As we check the numbers and the captains out there, as we've got our strobe light going on behind us. Dylan talked about it. We've got a lot of stuff plugged in, and we got our light going on, and well, we hope we don't blow the whole circuit. Your dad did that earlier this year.
Yeah, I really hope no lights in the Liberty Bowl go off, because it's probably going to be my fault.
Oh, my goodness. I tell you what, let's talk a little bit about the weather now. This is obviously the coldest game of the year for both ball clubs. As a fan, of course, you're bundled up. You got a lot of stuff going on. As a player, maybe you add an extra layer. Does that come into play here? Does it make it a little bit harder to move, harder to feel the football?
I think I'm not sure if anybody will go an extra layer. I'm sure they'll go that thin Under Armour stuff. But once they get going, adrenaline starting to run and stuff, I think they'll be just warm enough.
All right, Dibble is going to receive. They'll do so on the right end of your listening and or viewing device, and Mangum will be kicking the football away. Interesting to note, Dibble goes out there with their football helmets on. Mangum does not. I guess they didn't want to see a page from, well, never mind. I won't talk about it. Dalton Gilliland, also one of the captains of the captaincy group for this group from Dibble. So we've heard a lot about him already, Austin Malachky. And the thing that I was noticing about Dibble as we were watching the warm-ups, they get some kids that fill out their pads pretty well. It would appear that this is a team that can get physical with you. Thank you, Olivia Newton-John, if necessary.
Yeah, I think this is a really good matchup for Mangum. They've overpowered most teams that they've played just by size. I mean, they're just so much bigger than a lot of teams, and I think Dibble's going to match up really well up front with them.
By the way, when you were walking out the door tonight, your dad handed you 2 cartons of Whataburger gift certificates. Is this right? Is this what we have here?
Yeah, I guess it's a free Whataburger. I'm not sure. He just gave them to me and said give them to Michael. So,
well, here's what we're going to do for you. If you come see us at some point during the ball game, we'll hand one out to you, each and every person who comes by and says they would like to have one.
Do I get one?
Huh?
Do I get one?
Well, if you're going to ask, I'll go ahead and let you have one. Now, we got caught off guard last week because there was still 3 minutes left on the clock before kickoff, and everybody decided to get away early. Well, there's 2:45 and running on the clock right now. Mangum's out there ready to kick the football off. Dibble is out there to receive it. We're not going to go anywhere. We're going to stay right here because we'd hate to miss something. So Jackson Warner set to kick off now for Mangum. He'll do so from left to right on your viewing device and from the left end of your listening device to the right end. Mangum fans down below us on their feet. That band has been great all season long. They're with us as well. So they put 12 minutes up on the clock, and we are about ready to get underway here. Week number 2 of the high school football playoffs. Mangum and Dibble, and Warner boots the ball away. Near side, high end over end kick, going to be fielded at the 32-yard line, and a fair catch was called for and made by Dakota Shiflett. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Dibble, and they'll call him down at the 33-yard line. Pretty good field position for Dibble here on the near side. Shiflett, by the way, we watched during the warm-ups, apparently is the starting quarterback for this group from Dibble. So it tells me that if you're wearing 22, you are a running back at some point. You got to be a pretty good athlete. So watch him running the football, and they will go with a pistol formation. Shiflett is the quarterback. Colton Hager is to his right. No, that is not Hager. Instead, that'll be Nathan Milcheski. Keeping it himself will be the quarterback in leg drive out to the 34 and no more, J.T. Schrum. And now a late penalty flag will fly. And it's Christian Cervanka in the middle of that one. Got some help as well from Dalen Stacy. And we may get a dead ball call early on against Mangum. White Hat says dead ball, personal foul against the Tigers. And so we talked about it. You cannot make those mental mistakes, especially early in the game. And here's 15 free yards for Dibble.
Yeah, that's definitely not how you want to start off a football game. And that's just pure emotions, adrenaline going. I'm sure he'll look back at that after this game and wonder what he was doing.
Antonio Peraza says hi. Penny Rosanas as well. So the dead ball foul will take the ball all the way out to the midfield stripe, 50-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Yeah, there's Scott Augustine. I should have known he'd be one of the first ones to get one. I'm going to let you get it out of there and flip it to him there. The first Whataburger to Scott Augustine down below us. 1st and 10 now. Dibble has the football at the midfield stripe. Just tear the box open. Man in motion. They're going to pitch it to him out front. On the sweep is Blanchard, and Blanchard makes maybe a yard. He'll get spun down. Great pursuit by the Tigers along the line of scrimmage, making the play. That ball strung out by Elijah Bernal, among others. Also over there across the way, you'll find Bryson Williams, maybe a half yard, 2nd down, 9.5. Maybe I should have said a caveat about that. If you're going to come get a Whataburger certificate, we're not throwing them at you. You've got to come up to the booth. 2nd down, 9.5 as we are just underway. 10:56 left in the first quarter to play. It's brought to us by our good friends at Golden Age apartments, and there is another mental mistake for Mangum early on. Encroachment going to be called as jumping into the neutral zone was Quan Bailey. So Dibble has run 2 plays. They have maybe a half yard for those 2 plays. They have picked up 20, though, because of 2 penalties by Mangum in the first minute and 11 seconds of play.
Yeah, that's just a big mental mistake on Mangum's part, and hopefully they can clean that up real quick.
B.R. Stover is watching, so is Leanna Dickey. Our good friend Justin O'Neill says, go Tigers. First down and 5, and keeping it right up the middle and picking up the first down will be the quarterback. And again, when you wear 22, you're a pretty good athlete. And Dakota Shiflett showed it right there, those big uglies up front for Dibble, making a nice hole. Okay. Well, there it is. I've been told that I'm too loud.
No, I think it's my mic.
Your mic? Really? Wow.
I guess so.
You're louder than me? What is wrong with the world? It must be ready to come to an end. I mean, my goodness. That never happens. So Shiflett picked up that first down. First and 10 now for Dibble. They have the ball inside the 40-yard line at the 37. Handoff now to tailback, and that's Macheski taking it inside the 35 down to about the 32-yard line. In on the stop for Mangum, a host of tacklers, including Corbin McGill, Stetson Ryan there as well. Gain of 4 on the play, second down and 6. 2 minutes gone by here in quarter number 1. I want to say hi to Mitch Davis. He's watching the broadcast tonight. And Mike McAlexander. Hello, Mike. Ben Smith is checking it out as well. Second down and 6 for Dibble. I'm going to change the play now as going under center and playing quarterback now is Colton Hager. Hager will hand the ball off to Shiflett. No, that's Milcheski instead, and Milcheski will take it inside the 30, down to about the 29-yard line. Let's see where they marked him down. Maybe back of the 30, and that's where it is. And from there, it'll be third down and about 2.5, maybe 3 yards. Quan Bailey in on the stop, getting help as well over the top from Brody Shelby. 9:20 and running here in this first quarter play. You know that this will be 4-down territory for Dibble.
Yeah, for sure. I think being on the 30-yard line is about 4th down territory for most teams, so I'm sure they'll try to take a chance right here because they know that they're going to have 4th down.
See what offensive look they go this time. They'll go with shotgun, and Dakota Shiflett will go back to the quarterback position. 2 wide receivers here on the near side, 2 up top. Shiflett going to keep it himself, cuts it back inside, picks up the first down and more as he'll take it down to about the 19-yard line, gets turned back there. And they actually marked him down at the 24-yard line, not the 19. Making the play was Colton Laughlin, but a first down carry by Shiflett. Good job by Shiflett. Takes the football, looks for a hole, shifty enough to find that hole, make his way through it, and pick up 5 for the first down.
Yeah, good athlete. He was very patient on that play. He rode his blockers, found a hole, and picked up a first down. Good job.
So Dibble, after picking up 23 yards, courtesy of penalties now, getting it done on their own with 8:35 left of the first quarter of play. No score. Demons with the football to begin the ball game. Shotgun formation. Shiflett. Milcheski to his left. He'll hand it out to Milcheski, and they'll take it inside the 27 out about the 24, 23-yard line. They'll mark it. Got the handoff at about the 27. They'll mark him down at the 24. So a short gain there of only about a yard. Second down and 9. We talked about he got the handoff at the 27. Pretty deep, setting up behind the center, this group from Dibble.
Yeah, and you can tell they've watched a lot of film on Mangum by how they've really worked the clock to their advantage so far.
Well, and again, we've seen that all year long. Teams will slow the ball game down to try to limit the possessions of Mangum. Shiflett, quarterback keeper right up the middle, and good job that time of closing down. Penalty flag flies late. This may go against Dibble. As in on the stop for the Tigers, Corbin McGill, also linebacker Quan Bailey coming up and filling the hole. Holding going to be called against Dibble. And I think Sam Power's going to take that one and move him back from the point of infraction. Give him the down over, but they'll get some yards back. By the way, B.R. Stover has started a watch party as well. So we got a couple of watch parties going on right now.
Great. I'm not nervous about talking at all. We're good.
Really? You just said, I mean, my goodness.
No, I'm kidding.
All right. Mark off of 10 yards back to the 30.5-yard line. They will get the down over. It'll be second down and about 15.5. The line to make just inside the 15-yard line. And they'll go back now with Colton Hager underneath center. Sets a man in motion. And a reverse coming here on the near side. That's Zach Blanchard. Blanchard wants to throw. Ball up for grabs. We'll get a battle for it. And it is picked off by Mangum. Oh, what a play! Back the other way come the Tigers, 15, 16-yard line. Oh, what a dandy play there by that man, Fisher Webb. That ball bounced around, got through a couple of guys' hands, and Webb comes out of nowhere to pick it clean and take it out to about the 16.
Yeah, trick play called by Dibble. He threw the ball up for grabs, and the athletes of Mangum just went up and got it.
Well, Blanchard got hit as he let go of the football, and it wobbled on him. His intended receiver, Eddie Cruz, slow to get off the field, now does. But Cruz was back there with Bryson Williams battling for the football. It bounced off of Bryson's hands, bounced off of Cruz's hands, and then Fisher Webb just comes on and says, "Hey, I'll take that. Thank you so much." What a play.
Good job by Williams. We've talked about him a lot, just being an athletic body out there, and was able to tip it, and good job by – who was it? Who got the interception?
Fisher Webb.
Fisher Webb. Good job by him to see that and go get it.
Well, and Webb is kind of like, "Come on, ball, come down, please." It was like he's never going to fall down. Chad Fox tells us that in addition to the folks that are watching us on the Facebook page, Classic Hits 97.7, there's another 90 or so that are over on the YouTube page.
Awesome.
3 wide receivers here. So late tonight, 7:22 left in quarter number 1. They have the football following the interception just outside their own 15-yard line. Laughlin rolling near side, gets pressure, throws, pass caught by Ketchum, and Layton will take it out to the 20. That'll be a gain of about 4 on the play and bring up a 2nd down and 6. So Mangum, as they do all the time, throwing the football all around the field. 7 minutes left here in this first quarter of play, being brought to you by our good friends at Golden Age Golden Age Apartments. You say Golden Age, you think old people like me. Thank you. I knew where you were going by that look. 2nd down and 6 from the pistol. Laughlin. Bernard Bailey next to him, split out here on the near side. You'll find Bryson Williams. And out on the other side in the slot. And they're going to get the penalty here, yeah. Mangum moving too soon, and that's 20 yards now in penalties. Layton Ketchum was in the slot, and he moved too soon, so they'll move it back 5. And instead of 2nd down and 6, it becomes 2nd down and 11. And I understand when you go with that silent count, it takes a while to get used to it. But guess what? This is week number 12.
Right. You know, by week number 12, you think they'd be in sync, and maybe it's just some anxiousness on the line. But
so 2nd down now and about 11 as Laughlin wants to throw, looks inside now, goes up top, looking for Bryson Williams. He'll get dragged to the ground, and that'll be a holding and an automatic 1st down. I tell you what, that's a good defensive play, though, by Colton Hager. Hager took the initial bite of Williams, a little stop and go, and then Bryson, when he took off by Hager, Sammy just reached out and grabbed him and pulled him back. And actually, it's Colton Hager, but I'm just seeing if you're paying attention, and the folks at home. I know. I can't drive 55 because it's now 70. Okay, thank you. Wow. You millennials. I got a million of them, though. So a 1st down now for Mangum via penalty. And it's a 15-yard mark-off. It is just from the line of scrimmage, the penalty, pass interference. But it will give Mangum a 1st down. And I'm saying all that, and there's a discussion going on down there. Well, the officials, it's week number 12 for them. They've got to be a little bit more in sync than this, don't they?
Yeah, you think so. I think they were trying to figure out where they were going to
mark it off from? Yeah. Is that what it was? Okay. So they bring the football out across the 25 to the 25 and a half, and apparently that is just short of a 1st down. Well, I thought it would be enough for a 1st down, but anyhow, it'll be 2nd down and about a half yard. By the way, 169 folks watching the broadcast over there on the Facebook page. By himself in the shotgun formation, another penalty flag will fly, and encroachment going to be called against Dibble, and there is your 1st down. So both teams a little bit off kilter right now, if you will.
Yeah, quite a few penalties here early in this game, and you know, it's probably a mixture of anxiousness, being excited, and just pure adrenaline.
Katrina has shared the stream. Stormy Morey says, "Let's go Tigers." Brenda Dreyer, way to go Fisher Webb, and good job Mangum from Wanda Roberts. So 1st and 10, Laughlin going to call his own number, comes here on the near side, has the 35, gets hit at about the 37, and will get shoved back. But a positive game there for Colton Laughlin. As Laughlin gets rid of some of the. And I talked about extra stuff to keep you warm. He's got one of those fanny packs had around him to keep his hands warm. He says, "Get rid of this thing. Something left over from the '80s, and I wasn't even born in the '80s." Second down and about 3, we'll call it, for Mangum. 5:55 and running the first quarter of play. No score. Catch him in motion. They look his way, throw it over the top, pass through the hands of Fisher Webb and incomplete. And that'll bring up a third down and about 3. Pass a little bit tall, and on a cold night, that one going through the hands of Fisher Webb.
Yeah, and good defense by Dibble. I'm sure they've saw that play on their scouting reports a couple times. Mangum's ran that successfully multiple times throughout the season.
Look at that screen on the backside where they could catch him to throw a block. So Bernard Bailey setting up shop next to Laughlin. We have not seen Bernard tote the mail yet. Third down and about 2.5. Now they're going to throw again. Webb can't handle the pass through his hands and incomplete. Fisher a little square out here on the near side, and Colton maybe a little bit too much mustard on that one through the hands of Webb, incomplete, and it would look like Mangum going to punt here on 4th and 3.
Yeah, we know how hard Colton Laughlin can throw a football, and here early in the game with some nerves, I'm sure he put in a little extra on that one.
5:47 left to the first quarter of play. Well, we haven't mentioned it, but really not really a breath of wind here tonight.
Right, no, it's pretty calm. Cold air, but it's still calm.
Dakota Shiflett now dropping back to receive the apparent punt of Colton Laughlin. High snap. Colton will get it. Rugby-style kick. Near side. Tries to give it away from Shiflett. Does. Gets a great bounce as it goes forward. Inside the 15. Still rolling. And going to be touchdown at the 11-yard line. So a great kick there by Colton Laughlin. Little rugby kick here on the near side. And he'll pin Dibble back deep for their second possession of the ball game.
Yeah, good punt by Laughlin. And the way he kicks it allows for that extra roll whenever it hits. So I'm sure that looked probably like his best punt of the year.
So you think that maybe we cut down on the people getting the Whataburger certificates when we said they had to climb the stairs and get them?
Yeah, probably. I'm sure no one wants to do that.
Nobody's come up here yet. Those stairs are treacherous. We've been doing it all season long. Come on, man. Let's go. So 1st and 10 now for the Demons. They go offensively for the second time here in quarter number 1. We've got no score. Class A second-round matchup. The winner advances to the quarterfinals next week, either at Pawnee or at Wayne. Here we go now. First down carry, and that'll be Shiflett. And Shiflett, boy, he got hammered as he came across the line of scrimmage. Maybe eked out a yard. And his hard running there, Zach Blanchard instead. Blanchard on the carry, but he got popped pretty good over there on the near side by, among others, Quan Bailey and Elijah Bernal. And J.T. Shrum came in to help make sure that it didn't go any further than that 1 yard. So second down and 9. Stormy Morey, by the way, tells us that she is a proud Mangum alum. By the way, Justin O'Neill correcting me, talking about, the 80s and the fanny pack and stuff. Colton wasn't even born in the 90s. Neither were you, were you?
No, I was not.
I hate you people. I just want you to know that. Second down and 9. Shotgun formation. They'll hand it off to Molcheski. He'll weave his way through traffic. Carry a couple of tacklers across the 15, out to about the 16-yard line. Hard running there by the big fella, Nathan Molcheski. And he'll set up a third down, and we'll call it a short 5 now, as the ball resting at about the 17-yard line. Just outside the 17, the line to make for a first down is the 22. Dakota Shiflett now back at quarterback. Shiflett going to roll, wants to throw, being chased, throws, picked off! And Shelby makes the interception and takes it inside the 10, down to about the 6-yard line. Well, Shiflett got pounded when he let go of the football, and Brody Shelby says, "Thank you very much. I'm going to take it the other way."
That's a big play by a freshman here in this big game. Good job reading the quarterback's eyes, picking that in awesome field position for Mangum Tigers.
Great pressure as well from that defensive line. So a first and goal situation now for the Tigers. And again, they shot themselves in the foot at times last week in that victory against Moreland. Can't do that in week number 2 inside the red zone. They'll hand it off to Bailey. Nope, it'll be himself and Colton going to drag people inside the 5 down to about the 3-yard line. Didn't look like Laughlin had anything at all, and Colton just kept scrumming along and took it down to about the 3. It'll be second and goal from there. They'll move it back to about the 3.5. Shelley Bowman, hey, thanks for checking in. She's over there in Ardmore with my supervisor and one of my colleagues, Bernard Bailey. Breaking tackle, spinning into the end zone, and Bailey is in. Oh, it looked like Bernard's going to get knocked down at the 5-yard line. Powers his way through the tackle and scores.
Good job by Bailey. That was just brute strength. He got hit at the line of scrimmage, but he just kept fighting, kept moving his legs, and got in the end zone.
Boy, Bernard Bailey, and you know, he's been somebody that's kind of been overshadowed a lot this season because of the high-power offense and the deep passes and all that. But Bailey, wow, what a powerful run that was. Mangum on top, 6-0 with the extra point on the way. So Jackson Warner in to try the extra point for Mangum. Snap is back, hold is true. Kick is on its way, and it is up, and it is good. So, with 3:35 left in the first quarter of play, Mangum takes advantage of the turnover, gets the short field, and they score. It's 7-0 on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stonecutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
A couple of turnovers in his first quarter of play. Mangum could not convert on the first one, but certainly did on the second one with a short field, and they lead it 7-0 with 3:35 left in the first, being brought to you by Golden Age Apartments in Mangum. Go back to that interception by Brody Shelby. I mean, he's just kind of in coverage, and the ball got rifled at him, and you talked about it. He made a nice play. Jackson Warner, little onside kick, ball bouncing. It's on the ground. Going to be recovered by Sawyer Webb. How about that? Well, Dibble got caught off guard, and that surprises me. Mangum went with that offside kick last week, you'll remember, against Moreland, and recovered it. Did the same thing here tonight, and Dibble simply off guard. It wasn't looking for it, and an easy play there for Sawyer Webb.
And I'm surprised they weren't looking for it. Like you said, they've done it multiple times this season, trying to catch teams off guard. You would think that would have been a point of emphasis here during practice this week, but good job from Mangum. You know, punch him in the mouth early, then goes and gets the onside kick. That's a big play.
1st and 10 now, Colton Laughlin and company. That goes as a turnover, third of the night already. Fisher Webb in motion, near side, far side. Laughlin from the shotgun, wants to throw, has time, looks across the middle of the field, got a man deep, and the pass is going to be caught by Bryson Williams in stride, no flags, 3:24 left in the first, Mangum 13, Dibble nothing. How about that?
And we talked about last week getting off to a slow start. I don't think that's the problem here early. Mangum comes out hot. Coach Powers calling the big plays here early. Good defensive play last drive, but then just calls a big shot, and Colton Laughlin, that rocket of an arm, just puts it on the money.
And a beautiful route run by Williams. A little stop and go, and again the defender bit, and when he got in the clear, as you mentioned, an easy pitch and catch. Jackson Warner, extra point, good! 3:24 left in the first. Mangum 14, Dibble nothing. Classic Hits, 97.7.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Mangum on top 14-0, taking advantage of a couple of mistakes. And how about, you talked about the gunslinger mentality of Sam Powers. He gets the turnover there at midfield stripe, goes up top, 50-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, I think whenever Coach Powers senses blood, he's going to take a big shot, and that's exactly what he did, and it paid off big.
And again, we talk about the mistakes 12 weeks into the season, but that's a pretty well-oiled machine on that 50-yard touchdown pass over the top. Laughlin to Bryson Williams.
Yeah, and that's been a dynamic duo all season, and he threw it right in stride with Williams, and it was a good play.
And remember, earlier in the ballgame, Bryson on that stop and go had broken free, and the defender just basically tackled him to keep something like that from happening. It didn't happen this time as Williams 50 yards over the top. Mangum on top 14-0. By the way, not only are people watching, they're sharing the heck out of this as well. So here comes Jackson Warner, already kicking off for the third time. 3:24 left in the first. Warner here on the near side. Ball free, middle of the field. Going to be picked up by the upback. That'll be Blanchard. Blanchard out to about the 27. And boy, he gets rocked right there. Oh, what a hit. My goodness. Big time hit. Bryce Ditmore. Boom, boom. Out go the lights. Quan Bailey in the middle of that, and Elijah Bernal, but Ditmore really a thunderous hit.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Dibble attacks this drive. They ran it quite a bit, try to run off some clock in their first two possessions, being down 14-0 now. It'll be interesting to see if they go to the air more.
Howdy hi to Katie Bowen Carney, of course, the president of the Dylan Fox fan club.
Much appreciated.
Jill Travis Nippert, she's watching as well. Donna Williams Terry says, yeah. Margie Solis, way to go, Sawyer. Robin Jones, that's my saw. Elaine Mills Smith, Wanda Roberts, Leslie Smith, they're all digging it big time. So is Patty Green. 1st and 10 now. And on the carry, Molcheski breaking tackles and pounding his way out to about the 35-yard line. He broke the initial hit of J.T. Schramm. And finally had to be dragged down after about a 6-yard gain by a host of Mangum tacklers. 2nd down and 4 for Dibble. 3 minutes left here in the first. Laquita Wiseman-Knight checking it out. Summer Sullivan as well. And, golly, I tell you what, we got all kinds of people that have not tuned in before. Deborah Reed Maddox is there. Say hi to our good friend Dean Minnick, Dwayne and Shanda Clark, and Jill Martin. Hello, Jill. How are you? And again, they'll go back to the big fella. And Tweski's got free across the 50. Still on his feet out to about the 47-yard line of Mangum. Nathan Milcheski hard running on that right side. And I think maybe some of the fellas up front on Dibble's side of the offensive line got challenged by their coach.
Yeah, I'm sure. We talked about that. This is going to be a really good matchup up front for both teams. And Dibble's had some good runs here early. They just haven't been able to capitalize.
Well, they've gotten into trouble trying to put the football in the air, to be honest with you. Both times they have tried to go on the somewhat of a trick play. Defense has been there and intercepted the ball. 1st and 10 now for the Demons. They have it at the Mangum 47. From the shotgun, Shiflett right up the middle of the field. He'll get clogged up, break a tackle at the 45, and take it to the 44. Nice run by Shiflett to pick up something out of nothing. Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and about 7. Bernard Bailey in on the stop. Got help from Quan Bailey as well. 2 minutes left, quarter number 1. Our coverage being brought to you by Golden Age Apartments in Mangum. I know at some point I'm gonna have a guffaw because I'm wearing the Nike gloves, and the my touch and dexterity isn't the best to begin with. But then I put gloves on. Yeah, it's a dangerous combination.
Yeah, we might start talking during commercials or something.
No, we're not going to let that happen. Minute 35 left in the first quarter of play. Mangum on top 14-0. Dibble with the football. It looks like movement, and whistles will fly. The left half of the offensive line was stationary. The right half took off. It'll be a 5-yard mark-off against the Demons and take it back to the 49-yard line of Mangum.
Is that one of those calls where the white cap says false start on everybody but the center?
Pretty much, yeah. You've got it. So that'll mark it back to the 49-yard line and bring up a 2nd down, and we'll call it about 12 for Dibble. 55 seconds and running in this first quarter of play. Mangum trying to keep the Demons off the scoreboard in this first quarter. Get to this point of the season, you just try to win by quarter. Shiflett on the carry, comes on the left side, gets hit by Dalen Stacy, and is spun down at the 45-yard line. Brody Shelby got to be careful. He's tangled with a couple of the big uglies up front. Brody, you don't have enough rocks in your pocket to be taking on those big cats. 3rd down now. 3rd down at about 8. We'll call it 7.5 for this group from Dibble. And this has been the down and distance that really has given them trouble here in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, whenever you get 3rd and long, they've tried going to the air, and both times it's gotten picked off. So it'll be interesting to see what play Coach Norman calls.
All right, it'll be 3rd down. We'll call it 8. They'll go with a pistol formation. Shiflett is the quarterback. Shiflett going to keep it on the right side, breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet, and takes it down to the 40, and that'll bring up a 4th down and about 3 when we come back for quarter number 2. Period number 1 in the books. Mangum on top, 14-0. You're listening to Tiger Football on Classic Hits 97.7 and OK Sports. TV.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Dylan Fox, Michael Barnes, and a veritable cast of thousands from the Liberty Bowl tonight. Period number 2 set to unfold here between Mangum and Dibble. Mangum on top, 14-0. Chad Fox in Scoreboard Central tells us Pawnee leads Wayne 14-6. That's a first quarter score. And Ringling is in front of Frederick 6-0. They begin period number 2 there in Ringling. Here it's 14-0. Mangum on top as they pick up a couple of touchdowns, one a very short drive. Well, how bad will it gas us if you turn that on? No, we're doing okay. That's fine. They've got a big propane heater up here, but it's a really closed-in space, and I don't want to see Dylan catch on fire. You know, he may go flamboyant on me, and I don't want that to happen. So we'll just gut it out. 4th down and about 3 here as we begin the second period of play. They'll flip ends. And it'll be Shiflett in the backfield. Milcheski is his tailback. 4th down carry. Shiflett tries to turn the corner, picks up the first down and more. He's got the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and dragged down there. It'll be 1st and goal. Hold your horses, though. Penalty flag back here at the 40-yard line.
That was a really good run by the Dibble Demons, and it looks like it's going to be negated by a holding flag, which that's a big turn of momentum.
Boy, no kidding.
They went for it on 4th down. I think that was the plan, running it on 3rd and long, but it looks like it's coming back.
Josh and Dusty Ellison watching in. Deanne Pierce as well. Hope you're feeling better there, kid. She had she just didn't feel good today. Courtney Clark celebrating. Courtney Clark is checking it out. Sean Whetstone as well. Good to have all of you folks alongside. So this is going to be a 10-yard mark-off from the point of infraction. If you're Coach Norman, do you go for it here?
I don't think you do. I don't think you put Mangum in that kind of field position. I think you punt it right here and just kind of take it on the chin.
All right. So it'll be 4th down, the ball all the way back to the 49.5-yard line of Mangum. The line to make for a first down is the 37. So it's 4th and a dozen. So Shiflett will drop back to punt, it looks like. Kick is on its way. High end-over-end kick. And Fisher Webb will let it bounce inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line, down to the 2. Penalty flag will fly as well. Really got chippy there. And Brody Shelby in the middle of that one again with one of the big uglies. He and one of the guys, when you've got a 5, 6, or 7 as your first number, and you're on the other team and you got a 1, I love the toughness of Brody Shelby, but you got to find somebody your own size, don't you?
I think Brody Shelby came to play today. The freshman,
boy, no kidding, yeah,
on fire. He's ready to go. Got that pick, and he's ready to take on anybody tonight.
Boy, he was. I mean, he and I think that was Ben Ray were really getting after it. And Brody, I mean, and I've known Brody a long time, and he comes from a long line of athletes, and he is tough. He'll come after you, but oh, I love it when a DB is taking on the line. But that's good stuff there. That's football. Yeah, come on, Big Ugly, give me some of that. I'm a pretty boy. 11:31 left in the first half of play. Mangum on top, 14-0. They've got it deep in their own territory, about the 1-yard line. Laughlin from the end zone going to throw this one up deep for Leighton. He can't run underneath that one. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Good coverage down the field by Zach Ballard as Ketchum running down the seam. Here on the near side, Bryson Williams, and good coverage that time by Colton Hager. But what you do there, you kind of file that one away and say, hey, we can run everybody off, see if we can't get somebody to come underneath that and clear out a zone. Well, listen, there you go.
There you go.
Hey, we got some Whataburger fans up here. We'll get you in just a second, ladies. Hang on. 2nd down and 10 from the end zone. Laughlin again wants to go deep. Near side ball. Caught by by Bryson Williams at the 30-yard line. And there's that athlete you've talked about all year long. He went up with Colton Hager and won the battle and gets them out of their own end zone. Better find out who these gals are there, Dylan. They're young ladies. Ask them who they are. Come on, man.
What's y'all's names? Michaela.
All right, ladies, enjoy that Whataburger courtesy of Dylan Fox. And then you see, young people, the old folks aren't going to climb the stairs and come up here and get the Whataburger certificate. You're going to be like Scott Augustine. Throw me one down there. I'm too old, can't get up there.
I don't blame them.
High school kids, they're going to come up here. All right, no gain on the play here. 2nd down and 10. I think they were a little starstruck seeing you, Mr. Superstar.
Yeah,
sure.
Sure.
I like it. They could replace the president of the Dylan Fox fan club, Katie Bowen Carney. Watch
out.
Yeah. 2nd down and 10. Shotgun formation. Laughlin wants to throw. Pump fake, right side. Now going to go deep. Pass is incomplete. It was out of bounds, intended for Fisher Webb. Nice defensive coverage across the way by Dakota Shiflett. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for Mangum. 10:30 left in the first half of play. Tigers on top by a score of 14-0. You're still starstruck after seeing those little dolls coming up here and checking you out. Let's go see that cute boy and get a Whataburger certificate from him. Yeah.
I'm sure it's more about the food.
3rd down and 10. Laughlin with time. Fires. Fastball caught. Dalen Stacy. Good open field tackle. Dalen going to be short of a first down by a couple of yards. Making the play. Shiflett coming up from the secondary to make the hit. And got some help to finish off the play by Logan Logan Pern. So Pern and Shiflett dropped him short of the first down. So it's 4th down and about a yard. Mangum going to go for it. Look at this in the shotgun formation. Laughlin looking here on the near side. Got Bryson Williams split out this way. Fisher Webb up top in the backfield, Bernard Bailey. And instead of calling a play, timeout going to be taken by Mangum. 9:53 left in the first half of play. They're on top 14-0. And you and I are back at the Liberty Bowl after this on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
If you have tickets or accidents and need auto insurance, you're purchasing a new home and need homeowners coverage, you're a contractor needing general liability or a bond, maybe you're a business owner and need professional liability, directors and officers, or cyber liability, you need farm coverage or crop insurance, the Castle Agency in Mangum is who you're looking for. Family owned and operated for 81 years, the Castle Agency provides insurance for individuals, families, businesses with all kinds of insurance needs. Call or go by the Castle Agency and Pam Simmons will be happy to help you out. Phone 580-782-3049. Visit the office at 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum.
So does Sam Powers go for it on 4th and short, deep in his own territory?
That's a hard question.
That's why I'm asking you.
You if you go for it and don't get it, you give Dibble great field position. In the second quarter, I don't think I would. I think I would punt it, but it looks like they're going to go for it.
4th, and actually it's a little bit more than a yard. 4th and about a yard and a half from the shotgun formation. And Dalen Stacy will take the ball on the direct snap, and he'll pick up the first down. Now, we saw this early in the year for Mangum. They hadn't brought it out since about that Hobart Bowl game in week number 5. Now they go back to it. And that Wildcat formation with Dalen Stacy, he'll pick up the first down.
And I guess that's why Coach Powers is getting paid to make the calls and not me.
You bring up an excellent point there, my young friend. So 1st and 10 for Mangum. They have it at their own 43-yard line on top 14-0. 9:40 left in the first half of play. By the way, Toby Thomas says go Tigers. Sarah Lamb says go Mangum Tigers. And here goes Colton Laughlin. A little dance step. He'll move across the 45 out to about the 46-yard line. In on the stop, Eddie Cruz for this group from Dibble, but positive yardage there. 2nd down and about 7. Matt Trammell, go Dibble, he says. Chris Edwards watching from Yosemite, California. Go Tigers. Got to be warmer.
I was about to say, it's got to be warmer.
All right, Ben Smith watching. Loretta Wiggins is watching as well. And hello, Loretta. Good to have you alongside here on this football Friday night on Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv. Laughlin behind Leighton Ketchum, incomplete. Ketchum had inside position on the defender, Logan Pern, but the throw off the mark. Getting an update here from our good friend, special correspondent, that would be Ryan Lane. He tells us Class C matchup, Tipton in front of Sasakwa, 24-14. That Class B matchup, it's Cherokee 20, Snyder 6, Burns-Flat-Dill City trailing Shattuck 16-0. Special correspondent Ryan Lane. Swing pass out here on the near side. Bailey with room. He's got the 50, 45, and rumbles inside the 45, down to about the 42, 43. or 41-yard line. Bernard Bailey with his first catch of the night. They'll give him the 43. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. And I told you earlier, you run everybody off when you those deep routes and swing it out here on the wheel route to Bailey for a big gain.
And Bailey, he's a good runner. Once he gets the ball, he was looking to the end zone.
Bernard's got some rocks in his pockets. He'll hit you. Thomas and Minko tied at 6. First quarter score. That's coming from Scoreboard Central and Chad Fox. Here comes Laughlin. Pressure late. Fastball behind his intended wide receiver, and that was Fisher. Webb, frustrated by that. He, again, had inside position, but you cannot fault Colton Laughlin. He had a defender breathing down his neck on the pass.
Yeah, Laughlin looked like he was about to get rocked in the backfield. Got it off real quick, though.
2nd down and 10. Not a lot of running tonight for Mangum. I mean, they have been pitching the ball all around the yard this evening. What cold weather? What wet weather? We have no idea what you mean. 2nd down and 10. Laughlin going to keep it himself here on the near side. Gets a block. Takes it inside the 40. Holding penalty going to be called, though, on Mangum. This will be marked off from the 41-yard line, and it will move the Tigers back. It was one of those that kind of happened out there in front of everybody and was kind of easy to see. By the way, I want to say happy birthday to my longtime friend, Tom Malloy, celebrating his birthday today. Tom and his wife, Janet, I would bet they are probably either listening to the broadcast on Classic Hits 97.7 or watching on OKSports.tv. So Mangum had been mistake-free for a while, but they make one there. By the way, we don't have a roped-off area, and so, yes, sometimes fans do walk by the camera. If you're wondering what that flash was there, as it went both ways, that's what I like. She came one way, and then she's like, I'm going to go back the other way, too. Yeah, they got to see my other side. Got to get my best side on there. So it's 2nd down and long. Line to make for 1st down to 33. Line of scrimmage to 50. Laughlin under pressure throws. Pass is up for grabs and incomplete. Again behind Fisher Webb, and now a late penalty flag will fly, and they're going to call pass interference on Dibble. Wow. Dibble has decided to blitz off the edge, and they're getting pressure on Laughlin, but it also puts their defensive backs in one-on-one coverage, and they have struggled with that. And they're going to give Mangum 15 free yards here. So pass interference will mark it down to about the 34.5-yard line. You know, they'll start right at the 50. Did they pick up the flag?
I think did they wave it? The white cap waved the flag, so whatever that means.
Ball could have been tipped. Okay, if the ball is tipped, then all bets are off when it comes to that pass interference, and apparently that is what happened. So it's 3rd down now and about 16 or so as Ketchum goes in motion, rolling out Laughlin. They want to run the screen, and Bernard can't hold on to the football. Boy, they had it set up nicely, too. Bailey, a convoy of blockers out in front of him, but Bernard trying to take off downfield without the football, so incomplete. 8:08 left in the first half of play, and Mangum going to have to punt the football away. They will not go for it on 4th and long here. Well-designed play. They just didn't get the execution there. 14-0, 8:08 first half of play, and Laughlin to punt. Back to receive the kick at about his own 18-yard line will be Dakota Shiflett. Kicked it away from Shiflett last time. High snap. Colton will go get it. His rugby-style kick. Again, away from Shiflett. It hits at the 20, goes forward inside the 10, well, down to the 10, where it just kind of stops. I wish I could learn to hit a golf ball like that on the greens and make it stop. Uh-oh. Looky here. Got more folks coming in to get themselves a Whataburger. Careful there. Watch your step. These young ladies are former Mangum High School. Say hi to everybody.
Hello.
Tell them who you are.
Gabby Panetta.
And who'd you bring with you?
Stacy Kyle.
Stacy Kyle. Good to see you, kid.
Bailey Sauceda.
Hi, Bailey. Come on in. You may not have enough. They just keep coming in. Look at this. We'll get to you guys here in a minute. Back to the action. Tell them who you are quickly.
Elizabeth Davis.
Hi, Elizabeth. Good to have you alongside. Enjoy a free Whataburger here on Dylan Fox. You are?
Lila.
Hi. How are you? And look at this. Hey, thanks. We got a guy who shows up. 10 good-looking young girls and then a guy bringing up the rear. We like that. Huh? Yeah, okay, all right. First down play, pickup of about 3, and Dibble will have it 2nd down and 7. Thanks, ladies. We appreciate you. Be careful going down those stairs, by the way. Again, I'm proving my theory. Only young people coming up to the broadcast booth.
Yeah, nobody over the age of, 18 has come up those.
They're like, ain't no way I'm climbing those stairs in 30-degree weather to go up and get a hamburger from them clowns. It's just not going to happen. Kids are like, yeah, hamburger, free, give it to us. Second down, they gave him 4 on the carry. Good job by Shiflett. Second down at about 6. 7:20 left in the first half of play. Again, Shiflett going to keep it. Weaves his way through traffic, has the 20, and that should be good enough for a first down. Good job by Shiflett, as he just simply was patient, picked his hole, and got that first down. And again, boy, you look at Dibble, and they have shown flashes of being able to run the football, but they seem to find a way to kind of shoot themselves in the foot and stop their own drives. A couple of interceptions have done that, in fact.
Yeah, and I think that's why Coach Norman is stuck with his game plan so far. It's been effective. They've just, like you said, kind of shot themselves in the foot whenever they get into good field position. So I think they're going to stick with this for a while.
Well, and it takes time off the clock and keeps the ball out of the hands of Mangum. So 1st and 10 from the 20.5-yard line. This time they'll go to Machewski, and he'll take it. Nathan will maybe get a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9. Nice tackle across the way. Dalen Stacy in on the stop for Mangum. Do you have somebody else coming up here?
Yeah.
It was a young person.
Oh, yeah, it definitely was.
But probably at halftime there'll be a line that just comes all the way up from the stands up to here.
Probably.
Now serving guest number 29. 6:20 and running here in the first half of play. Boy, what a fun night of football here in Mangum. Glad you could join us tonight over the air on Classic Hits 97.7 and on OKSports.tv. Dibble, no gain on the play, they'll say for Milcheski. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Shiflett wants to run the football himself, and Mangum does a good job that time of closing down as Shiflett tried to get to the edge, and it just wasn't there. As in on the stop, Trebunka, Bernard Bailey getting off the pack, pile, Colton Laughlin as well. Maybe a half yard. It'll be 3rd down and about 9.5. And here's the thing. Dibble has not had success. We talk about running the football. They've not had success when they try to go outside the tackles. Up the middle of the field is where they have made hay running the ball.
Yeah, and I think we've talked about how good Mangum's been tackling in open space, so
right.
I think that definitely comes into play here.
They'll split 3 wide receivers here on the near side, 2 up top, obvious throwing situation. 3rd down and about 9.5. Shiflett in the backfield by himself. 5:20 left in the first half of play. Wants to throw. Pass is high. And, boy, it looked like the Mangum receiver got there, or the defender got there early. The catch is made on the tip. And short of the first down, making the catch. And that's a heads-up play by Zach Blanchard. How are you? You can wave, but you're not getting you don't get one if you wave. I'm sorry.
you gotta make the same.
Got to make the trek up the stairs, plain and simple. So give credit to Blanchard making that catch. It got tipped. I thought maybe the Mangum defender got there a little bit early. The catch was made short of a first down, 4th down and about a yard. And again, Coach Norman has to decide if he wants to go for it here. Ringling leading Frederick 13-0. Second quarter score, Pawnee 22, Wayne 6. They're in period number 2. They will punt the football away. Low snap. Now Shiflett wants to run. He kicks it late, and that's Blanchard instead. And a heads-up play there by Blanchard. Nice kick. It'll go inside the 30 and roll dead at about the 27-yard line. Low snap, a designed rollout here to the near side. If Mangum's not staying at home, he runs for the first down. Tigers did, and a good kick by Blanchard. Mangum will get it back with 4:35 left in the half.
Yeah, that was a read by Blanchard from the very get-go. He took off to the right and saw he definitely wasn't going to make it, so he decided to kick it.
You know, that's a Chinese fire drill kind of play. I mean, you've got to have some composure to be able to do that and to swing the foot and make contact with the football. Bailey right up the middle of the field. Talk about making contact. Bailey running right up the middle of the field, headlong into Dalton Gilliland. It'll be a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Bernard said, you know what? I see you in front of me. I'm going to come hit you. If you'd like to hit me back, you're welcome. Caitlin Buchanan, go Tigers. LaWanna Hulk Weaver says go Tigers. Rolling out near side, Laughlin fires the ball. Caught by Dalen Stacy. That'll be first down across the way. Knocked out of bounds at about the 46-yard line of Dibble. What a great route there by Stacy. And he was wide open down that seam on the right side.
Yeah, one-on-one coverage with Stacy out there, and I think I'd put my money on Stacy a lot of the time, just as athletic as he is.
By the way, LaWanna Hauk Weaver is in Smithville, Texas. Checking it out. Tabrico Harpole says go Tigers from the 406. That sounds like a long way away. run up the middle here for Bernard Bailey. Bailey going to pick up 3, take it down to the 46-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7 from there. Dana Granger, go Stacy. Ryan Lane checking us out. Andy Slayton, go Tigers. We try to get everybody, but if we miss somebody, there's just so many messages. And we got a football game to broadcast as well. 2nd down and 7. Shotgun formation, Laughlin. He'll send Webb in motion. Going to toss it to Fisher. Tries to turn the corner. Does. Gets a block. Has the 45 and run out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. That's actually a pass play to Fisher Webb. And he'll pick up a couple on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd down now for the Tigers. See where they marked him out of bounds. Still waiting for the spot, and they said he's at the 45. 3:25 left in the first half of play. Mangum would love to get on the board one more time before the half comes to an end, leading 14-0. And remember, the Tigers would get the ball to begin the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and that would be a big momentum swing for Mangum if they were able to score here and they get the ball coming out of half.
So 3rd down and 6, they go to work here, and they'll flip-flop Stacy, Webb, and Ketchum here on the near side. Bailey in the backfield by himself. Colton wants to throw. Rolls right side. Looks deep. Has a man. At Stacy. Dalen spins twice. Can't make the catch. Mangum looking for a penalty and not going to get it. So it'll be 4th down now. Hope somebody didn't fall down out there. Hey, come on in. Come on in. You can get your hamburger from Whataburger and Dylan Fox. He's got a career in front of him. Thanks, ladies. Good to see you. Well, look at this. They even got kids from Hollis coming up here. Wow, look at that. You got to love that. Oh, that's some good stuff there.
My sister broke her foot. Can I get one?
Of course.
4th down. Now we're coming. Now we're coming with stories.
Take 2 for
my sister has a broken foot. Can we get an extra one here? Wow, I love it. Now look at this formation. We got Batoha out in the flat. They look his way. Laughlin under pressure. 4th down. Fires. Pass caught. 20-yard line. Catch him. 15-10. And spun down at the 8-yard line. Oh, how about that? Some trickeration there by Sam Powers. Put Batoha out there in the triangular formation like he was a wide receiver. He was not. He was the tackle out there. And they clear everybody out and hit late and catch him, take it inside the 10-yard line.
And I'm sure Batoha felt like he was a wide receiver. I think you should give him a little credit for being a wide receiver.
Would you see him over there jumping up and down, wanting to throw the ball to him?
Yeah, of course.
And I actually think you could have got a piece of paper underneath him because he was jumping so high. Here's a handoff to Bailey, and Bernard gets hit at the line of scrimmage. Coming up to make the initial hit was Dakota Shiflett. Bailey takes it. Yeah, we'll call it where do they mark him down officially? The 9-yard line, so really no gain on the play. 2nd and goal from the 9, 2:40 and running in the first half of play. And again, Mangum knocking at that door, trying to get themselves another score before the half comes to a close. I love, again, it is a train of young people coming up and getting those certificates. 2nd down and 9. Stacy and Ketchum here on the near side. Bailey in the backfield. They'll fake the handoff to him. Colton on the weak side. Laughlin turns, puts his foot in the ground, and scores from 9 yards away. Colton Laughlin with the 3rd touchdown of the night, and he'll make it 20-0. 2:11 left in the first half of play. Gotta like that.
You want Whataburger too?
He just came up here to see if we were warm, and you're handing out the gift certificates.
I thought he wanted a burger.
Colton Laughlin, great job that time. They put everybody over here on the strong side. He'll go weak side, puts his foot in the ground, and turns it up and scores from 9 yards away.
Yeah, he tricked me too. I had my camera on the wrong person, but.
Extra point now, Jackson Warner. It is up, and it is good. So with 2:11 left in the first half of play, Mangum has stretched out the lead now. Tigers on top. 21-0 over Dibble. And you and I are back after this at the Liberty Bowl on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Landon Brooks from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting season, Tigers and Lady Tigers. Stockman's Bank is behind you all the way.
Reap Go Harvest rewards from Firestone when you buy 2 or more Firestone Ag tires at Blair Tire and Feed. Get $25 off on eligible Destination Farm and Destination Turf radial tires, $100 off on eligible radial tires, and $200 off on eligible AD2 radial tires. Plus, for every tire purchased, we'll donate $5 to the National FFA organization. Your Firestone dealer is Blair Tire and Feed, corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair. This offer good now through October 31st, 2019.
All right, here we go now. Mangum on top, 21-0. 2:11 left in the first half of play. Tough Kathy. Go Tigers, you rock. Stephanie and Oscar, they're checking it out tonight. Good to have them alongside Lillian Finley and Bill Finley. Hey, good to see you. Lillian Finley says, come on, Dibble. Margie Solis, atta baby. Beth Reynolds, go Tigers, go. Touchdown, baby. You bet. So Mangum on top here, 21-0. And Jackson Waters set to kick it away. Dibble a little bit more aware here at the 50-yard line. No onside kick, though. Warner, squib kick, and bobbled at about the 22-yard line by Blanchard. He'll pick it up, hands to the 30, 35, still on his feet to the 40, and dragged down at about the 45-yard line. Nice run there by Zach Blanchard. Good tackle in the open space by Dalen Stacy. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Demons. 2:01 left in the first half of play. White Hat, though, having a conversation. And we're going to get a hold called against Dibble. And given his reaction, that may have been called on Logan Pern. Pern did a little pogo step hop when the White Hat looked at him. So instead of the great field position at about the 46 for Dibble, they'll mark it off 10 and take it back to the 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. And they actually mark it at the 35-yard line, so an 11-yard penalty. 2:01 left in the first half of play, and actually it happens at the point of infraction, which was near where the tackle was made. By the way, your heat are not working very well tonight. My feet are cold. I just want you to know.
Maybe it's just closer to me than it is you.
Imagine that. 1st and 10 now. Shiflett looks out in the flat. High pass through his hands. That's a live football? Nope. They said it was a forward pass. Incomplete. Heads up play, though, by Fisher Webb as he got on that loose football. So it'll be 2nd down now. 2nd down and 10 for Mangum. Or rather for Dibble. They have it at the 35-yard line. And here's the thing, that incomplete pass stops the clock. I don't know if you're Dibble, if you want to give the football back to Mangum with all this time left on the clock. They still have 2 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, we know how fast Mangum can score, so if Dibble was to give him the ball back with the minute or so left, that's definitely enough time for them to put another touchdown on the scoreboard.
Depending on what they do here, Sam Powers may take a timeout. Minute 56 left in the half. Mangum on top, 21-0. Shiflett going to roll out, looks to throw, does, pass is incomplete. It's through the hands of Colton Hager. Good coverage along the way by Mangum. Fisher Webb over there. It'll be 3rd down and 10. They don't have to take a timeout. Play only took 5 seconds off the clock, so you can bet your bottom dollar here. If they do not pick up a 1st down, Mangum takes a timeout.
And it's an interesting time to kind of change your game plan. You've ran it the entire first half, so it's very interesting to go to the air twice in a row and stop the clock with 1:51 left.
Well, but we talk about it. You get behind by 3 touchdowns against a high-powered team like this. At some point, you do have to change that game plan. So it's 3rd down and 10. Shiflett, pistol formation. Chesky back there with him. This time they're going to run it. Shiflett looks for a convoy of blockers, takes it across the 35 out to about the 37-yard line. He'll be stopped there, and Sam Powers does indeed take a timeout with 1:43 left in the first half of play. So it's going to be 4th down and about 7. Corbin McGill in on the stop there, but 4th down and about 7. So Mangum going to get the football back with 1 timeout and about 1:30 or so left in the first half of play. Plenty of time for them.
Yeah, we I think we saw that a couple times this season. Mangum gets the ball back with a little over a minute left, and you think they'll just kind of run out the clock. But the high-powered offense and the high-powered arm of Colton Laughlin can take you down the field pretty quickly. All
right, college football coming up tomorrow. Oklahoma State will be doing battle at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. They're in Morgantown, West Virginia, taking on the Mountaineers, and they're without their starting quarterback. Had to have thumb surgery this week. He is done for the season. So Mike Gundy's team going to have their hands full out in Morgantown. And then tomorrow night, the Oklahoma Sooners back in the friendly confines of Owen Field. I still call it Owen Field, not that Gaylord stuff. Owen Field, Memorial Stadium, as they will do battle with the Horned Frogs of TCU. 7 o'clock ball game. You've got tickets. Not sure you want to go, though.
It's going to be a cold night at the Palace on the Prairie, but I think I might bundle up and try to make the last home game.
Well, you bring up a great point. Yeah, final home game of the year, regular season winding down in the Big 12. We're a little more than a week away from Bedlam. How about that? And by the way, we know that Bedlam will take place on Saturday the 30th in a 7 o'clock kickoff. All right, so Dibble now shortens up. They act like maybe they're going to throw the football. Rolling out is Harper. He does throw the left hand, and pass is incomplete. And, boy, I tell you what, Mangum really going to get great field position here as Richard Norman, the gunslinger, his quarterback / punter there, Colton Hager, with the left-handed throw. Man was open, and he had the first down if he makes the catch, but it's incomplete. And now Mangum, all kinds of time with only 37 yards to pay dirt.
That's just a very interesting play call, given the Mangum Tigers the ball at the 40.
1st and 10, minute 36 left in the half. Laughlin, flush from the pocket, rolls here on the near side. Penalty flag going to fly. Colton throws this one away. He gets hit at the end of the play, and the Mangum fans looking for a penalty, as his head coach Sam Powers and his coaching staff not going to get it, but we will have a penalty called against Mangum. They're going to be called for a hold. So a minute 28 left in the first half of play, holding on Mangum, and stops the clock on the incomplete pass. And obviously, if you are Dibble, you're going to take the penalty because it's a spot foul. It happened at the 45 of Dibble, and it'll take it all the way back to the Mangum 45. It'll be first down from there. The line to make for a first down, the 27. Wow. Is your math that good?
No, it's not that good at all. I'm trying to plug it into my phone right now for on the screen, and I'm trying to decide what number I want to put up here.
All right. I'm going to go first down and 37, if you don't mind. Fisher-Webb in motion here on the near side. Laughlin, pistol formation, fakes the handoff to Bailey, drops back, gets a little pressure, now throws, middle of the field. He's got Bryson Williams. Williams with the catch at the 15, the 10, 5, and he gone. Touchdown.
Did you ever question it? First and 37?
You know, a lot of times guys on TV will go, well, I don't have a 1st and 37 in my playbook. Guess what? The Mangum Tigers do. Bryson Williams running a seam route. Touchdown. Mangum leads it 27-0. My goodness.
And Coach Powers, again, just calls the big play to end the half. He's called a couple big plays, and they've paid off so far.
Well, he's got the matchups that he likes. He knows that he can get that one-on-one coverage with Williams, and Bryson streaking over the top makes the catch. Extra point on the way by Jackson Warner, and Warner a perfect 4 of 4 in the first half. 70 seconds left in the first 24 minutes of play. Mangum 28, Dibble nothing. We're Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
John and Katie Murray are proud to let you know that they are reopening the old Bratton Drug location at 109 South Oklahoma in Mangum. Locally owned and providing pharmacy, health and beauty, gifts, and cards. Complete pharmacy, including medication therapy management and immunizations, including a convenient drive-thru. The new Mangum Drug Company, opening soon.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Josh and Dusty Ellison, Dusty McAlexander, Angie Williams all watching. Tabitha Martin says, hey, go Laughlin, go Tigers. Austin Simmons is watching as well. Mangum on top 28-0. With still a minute 10 left in the first half of play. And if you're Dibble, if you're going to throw the football around, you're going to have to complete the doggone thing. Otherwise, you may give Mangum another opportunity before the half comes to an end. So Jackson Warner set to kick it away. He's on the far hash mark, going to come here to the near side. Rolls it on the ground, bounces off one of the big uglies up front. Ball is loose. Mangum battling for it. And let's see who came up with a loose football. It'll be Mangum football. How about that? Can you believe it? Oh, my! Wow. Unbelievable. Second time tonight, Mangum has recovered an onside kick. That one bouncing off one of the big uglies up front. And Mangum will get it with a minute 3 left in the first half of play.
And like I said, Coach Powers has been comfortable all night calling those risky plays. He's been comfortable, and they've paid off so far.
He has had no fear here this evening. Mangum has executed him as well. 1st and 10 from the 50. Laughlin wants more. Throws. Got a man. Catch. Man, Bryce! Fisher Webb inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Webb, 1st and 10 from the 18. 56.8 left in the first half of play.
And with 2 minutes, we were questioning whether they could get one touchdown on the board, and it looks like they're knocking on the door for their second.
My good friend Tracy Dale Smith, Altus Merchants, he's watching tonight from over there at Cash. 1st and 10 from the 18. Bernard Bailey on the carry. Big hole up in the middle of the field. He's got the 10. Still on his feet at the 5 and pushes the pile down to about the 4-yard line. They'll mark his forward progress at the 5. That stops the clock as they move the chains. 39.6 left in the first half of play. Sam Powers says, let's take a timeout and talk about this one. Mangum, unbelievable. They have, and it's not been a flawless effort, but it's been pretty darn close.
And I think that kind of comes from the experience all season long. We've talked about there's been a few games where they have started off slow, and they've had to figure things out. And I think the combination of all those games, they've kind of put it together here tonight, and they've put it together here in a big way.
Well, and, they have been a kind of a streaky team, all season long. And you talk about when we have seen them get off to the fast starts, this is what you get.
Exactly.
And no disrespect to some of the other opponents that they got off to that fast start again, but they were playing teams that were outmanned. This is a good football team they're doing this to right now.
Right. And with that high-powered offense, if you get off to a good start and you're firing on all cylinders, it's a dangerous team.
The other part of that is the defense has held Dibble in check. They've been saying, okay, fellas, we're going to give you the football back. We've held. You go score for us now. Wow. David and Sarah Dillahunty, Tigers are raining down tonight. Love it, boys. You come to do work. Keep it up. Mike Bass took exception with the onside kick. You're in the first half. I don't think the game out of reach right now. I think you do that. If it's in the second half, no. Laughlin keeps right side. Now throws and picked off in the end zone. Boy, he threw that one right into the hands of the Dibble defender, and that's a nice play there by Colton Hager. And so Mangum are going to get turned back in the final 30 seconds of this first half of play.
And that's a good play by Hager to kind of stop the bleeding here in the first half. And I think at halftime, Coach Norman will kind of tell their players, We did some good things, and I think that's a good way to end it right there.
Tracy Leeper proud of the team. Kelsey Kent, way to go, boys. And more people coming up, more young people. And she didn't say, I don't want to say my name. I just want my certificate. So more young folks coming up and getting the Whataburger certificates. We'll have those, I guess I should have said, while they last. We should just do some sort of challenge. The next person over the age of 30 comes up. We'll give them. We'll give you 2. First carry here on this first down play. Nowhere to go there for the big fella Nathan Malcheski as he gets back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And that probably will be the final play of the first half. I don't think Dibble is going to run any more plays, and Sam Powers is not going to take a timeout here. So that will be the final play of the first half. Mangum on top, 28-0 in this second round matchup. Still 24 minutes to go, and if Mangum can score, the old adage is if they can score 28 in a quarter and a half, so can we. So still plenty of football to go, but the first half, thing of beauty for the Mangum Tigers. They lead it 28-0. Our halftime brought to us by our good friends over there at the Stockman's Bank. We're back with the half on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Hello, I'm Ashley Slayton, nurse practitioner at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. Dr. Lonnie Perryman and I provide a full-service family practice which includes care for children and adults. Same-day appointments are usually available. We are located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-3393 for appointment. I'm looking forward to getting to know new patients, providing compassionate care, and becoming even more integrated into my hometown.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Courtsview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen, when you're enjoying ball this fall, stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Courtsview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course, they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Courtsview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stonecutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Dylan Fox, Michael in the morning, and a veritable cast of thousands at the half. Mangum on top by a score of 28-0. Sherry Lauer Bowen watching, as is Bray Woodruss. Hey, look at that. Shane Hagee says, where's the game for Mangum next week if they have it to win? We'll talk about that in a moment, Shane. I have got to, and I want you to go ahead and give the headset to this woman here for a moment, because I didn't know how I was going to lick my wounds and pay my dues as I on the Michael in the Morning Facebook page, which this week has just gotten hugely popular. I mean, I've gotten all kinds of likes, a lot of folks from Mangum, and we appreciate that. One of the things that drew some interest was a meme that I posted on the Michael in the Morning Facebook page. And I'm one of those that I absolutely despise the things of the blonde woman screaming at the stupid cat, okay? I hate it. I think those things are ridiculous. But I was privy to one where the blonde lady is screaming at the cat, it's not all about winning, and then the cat is saying, beat Dibble. Now, I thought that was a great one, so I copied and posted on my own Facebook page, and then on the Michael in the Morning radio program. By the way, that's the first free plug of the night, okay? First free plug for the Michael in the Morning radio program, 6 to 9, Monday through Fridays on Classic Hits 97.7, morning radio the way it should be, live from Studio B. But I made the statement today that I couldn't remember who I had copied and posted it from. Well, almost immediately, Michelle Rogers Huckabee takes me to task and says, oh, you couldn't remember it was me?
That's right.
Of course, last week I had gotten myself into trouble because I questioned whether the start time for the football game had been pushed up from 7:30 to 7. She was the first to inform me of that. I went to a different source. That made her angry as well. So,
always remember, Michael, I'm always right, okay?
Yes. In an effort to save myself, I am glad that you are in the broadcast booth here to greet us this evening, and we appreciate you being here. And we've got to give her 5 certificates, okay?
I'm just going to tell you.
Yes.
My mother called me and said, hey, they're wanting someone over 30. And I said, well, I'm not over 30,
wow.
Mom.
Here we go. Boy, they call it theater. they call it theater of the mind, and really the theater of the mind is going on right. No, I'm not over 30. You just have a daughter that's a junior in college. But other than that,
I want to give a shout out to Kyra Huckabee. She's an MHS cheerleader. She is home sick tonight.
Oh, okay.
But she is going to love her mother because she just got her 5 Whataburger tickets.
And you know what? I appreciate the fact that you said it correctly. Whataburger. It's not Waterburger. It's Whataburger. Come on.
What a burger.
Very good. And I bet you do the wash and not the wash, correct?
Yes.
And I hope you're not fixing to go anywhere, are you?
No, I ain't fixing. I ain't fixing to do nothing.
Hey, give me some analysis, please. You've been around sports for a long time.
Okay.
How about this first half of the Mangum Tigers?
Man, the penalties killed us that first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, we have came out to whip some tail tonight.
Tell me, were you part of the caravan that came here?
No, I wasn't tonight. I was home attending to my sick kid, just making sure everything was okay. But
all right. Well, we appreciate somebody over 30 coming up here.
That's right.
Never again will I question anything that you say and anything that I steal and copy and put on my Facebook page that is from you. I will make sure that I will give you full credit. At the half, it's a 28-0 lead. Mangum on top as we rock and roll on this football Friday night. Brought to you by our good friends at the Stockman's Bank. Let him have that. Let him have that headset for a minute. I haven't talked to him in a long time. Come on, man. We're at the half, and Jet McAlexander has come up into the broadcast booth. Good to see you, man. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
What have you been up to, man?
I've been hunting tonight.
Been hunting tonight.
Yeah.
You know, listen to the broadcast. You decide, forget the deer. I'm going to watch the football game.
Yeah.
So, how about this performance? Now, I mean, this is exciting stuff,
yes.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
The idea, and obviously you graduated a year ago, but the energy and the excitement that a guy like Sam Powers has brought to this football program. Tell me about that.
It's awesome, man. I wish throughout my years I could have had that. You know, it's pretty good. It's good for these kids and.
Listen to you. Good for these kids. He graduated a year ago, and he thinks he's the old man of it. Who'd you bring up here with you?
Kobe Lanning.
Yeah, Kobe, you doing all right, man? All right, were you hunting with this guy?
No, I was working.
Okay. Yeah, see, one of them's working, the other one is hunting, and then they both come up here and get free hamburgers from Whataburger. So, second half, I mean, there's two halves. Got to play the last 24 minutes. How do they stay focused and get that victory and move on to the third round?
I don't really know. Just keep the energy up, fighting, finish all the way out, You can be tired after the game.
Leave it all out on the field then.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, Jet, thanks. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
At the half, Mangum on top, 28-0. Second half coming up. Stick and stay. It's Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv. Our halftime being brought to us by Stockman's Bank.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are some great choices on the lot right now. Check out this 2014 Hyundai Sonata GLS with only 77,000 miles for just $92.50. Or this 2011 Ford F-150 Lariat extended cab 4x4 loaded and just $13,500. And this 08 Cadillac SRX with 66,000 miles for just $6,900. Call Jamie or Lacey right now, 706-5059. That's 706-5059. Or stop by 129 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum.
Most folks don't need the services of an attorney often, but when they do, many are choosing Corey Kendall, attorney at law. With offices in Altus and Mangum, Corey provides family law, estate planning, real estate, and criminal law services, operating with integrity as the cornerstone of his practice. The Kendall Law Firm is family-run, with wife Renee managing the office. When you need an attorney, remember Corey Kendall, attorney at law.
28-0, Mangum on top at the half. Our halftime being brought to us by the Stockman's Bank. And if Mangum can win the second half and advance to the third round, they will travel, Shane Hagee, to either Wayne or to Pawnee, those two teams playing. And the winner will play. Now, I think it's Class B-A, 2A, there are 5 rounds to win a state championship. In the other divisions, well, Class 6A, there's only 3. But in the other divisions, there's 4 rounds. So those first 2 playoff games, if you're the district champion, you always get to host those. But with that extra round in there on the other classes, including Class A, then they have to go to basically what is a tiebreaker, and they look at the bracket in every other year, depending on where you are on the top or the bottom of the bracket. You get to host that third round game if you are a number 1. Pawnee, obviously, number 1 in their district. So we talked to Travis Reese about this much earlier this evening, and he said it was his understanding that if Pawnee and Mangum both win tonight, then we will travel to Pawnee next Friday night.
Gotcha, yeah. I think that was the big question about next week, just regardless of who won tonight, where, or kind of how that,
Right.
was set up, and I think that was a good thing to say because I just kind of go with the flow. You tell me where I'm supposed to be, and I show up.
All right, and again, you folks that are listening in that are Dibble fans, we're not putting the horse before the cart. And I'm flat out telling you, I know that there's still 24 minutes to play, and a 28-point deficit obviously can be made up. You just looked at the Oklahoma Sooners and their effort down there in Waco when they came back from 28-5 down and beat the Bears last Saturday night. So this one is not over. Stormy Morey has a good question here. She wants to know what is up with the chair by the scoreboard. Apparently, is there a chair down there by the scoreboard? Oh, I see what they're talking about. You see the tiger, and then there's a chair up above it. I have no idea.
One lucky fan gets to sit up there and see the whole field. I guess.
If that's what you want to go with, go ahead. I don't know, Story. That's a great question. Maybe we will find that out. I don't know. Kelsey Kent says she's cheering in from Spokane, Washington. How about that? Also, there was here it is, Stormy Morey. Then she took it a step further. She said, by the way, it's Whataburger. Stormy, it is not Whataburger. Come on, kid. Bob Woolridge is checking things out. Bob, good to have you alongside. And let's see. If anyone sees Haley, please tell her that her aunt said hello. Okay, well, there you go. At the half, it is a 28-0 lead. Mangum on top as we're having a great time here on this football Friday night. Glad that you could join us. Being brought to you by the Stockman's Bank. And it's already been one of those things where there have been a couple of basketball games that have been postponed because of the postseason. We told you that Burns Flat City playing tonight at Shattuck. They were supposed to play basketball tonight against Sayre. And also, the Hobart Bearcats were supposed to start tonight as they were set to play against Frederick. Of course, Frederick is playing in the postseason. So you look at Mangum's basketball schedule, and again, I am not putting the horse before the cart. Please understand that. But Mangum was scheduled to tip off the third day of December in the Best of the Southwest basketball tournament. And if they were to make it that far, and I know Sam Powers would slap me upside the head for saying this, but if they were to make it to the semifinals, that would be played that weekend, and obviously they couldn't play basketball as well.
Yeah, and that was a question I had for you before this game, just kind of how the two seasons, how they kind of rescheduled that stuff. And if Mangum, keeps winning, and like we've both said, this over, but just regardless of who keeps winning, the basketball schedule definitely will be impacted by that.
Yeah, and I mean, let's say it got to that point. You asked that question, what did they do? Well, obviously they can't do both, so they would get out of, hey, how you doing? We have other people over the age of 30. I think we're going to have to start checking for IDs to see if anybody is over the age of 30. But anybody over the age of 30 gets 2 certificates from Whataburger, okay? Yeah. And see that you just made their day by doing that. So you guys aren't over the age of 30, all right? I know you guys. Yeah, you're not 30. You got a long way to go. So anyhow, we're continuing. Thank you for coming by. We appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it. Folks coming up here in the broadcast booth, getting those Whataburger certificates. Your dad had no idea what kind of monster he was unleashing. I thought maybe he'd given you candy cane cash tickets to give away too.
He asked me if I wanted them, and I politely declined and said we should probably give them to the Mangum fans. No, but we're glad that all these people are coming up here.
Yeah, it's great.
We like seeing all the faces in the community, so keep coming up here, and we'll gladly hand these out.
We also like the fact that you're able to climb up here and not hurt yourself. That's always appreciative as well. All right, let's check Class A scores now. At the half, it's Stroud in front of Pawhuska, 26-0. That's a little bit of a surprise there. 26-0. Minko out in front of Thomas late in the first half. Minko 38, Thomas 22. By the way, worth noting, Dibble lost to Minko early this year. Rejoice Christian in front of Wewoka, 21-12. It's Cashin leading Texoma, 20-6. Barnsdall in front of Grove, 14-7. Pawnee in front of Wayne, 22-14. They're at the half. And also at the half, Ringling in front of Frederick, 13-0. Do I have my computer back? Is it back to me, or is it? No, it's not. All right.
Yeah, I could not tell you. I don't think so.
At the half here, it's 28-0. Mangum in front of Dibble as the two teams battle in this Class A matchup. And we've lost access to our computer. We've turned it over to someone else. It's a scary situation. Let's check 8-man scores. Class C, Southwest Covenant in front of Timberlake, 20-14. The all-hyphen game has Pond Creek Hunter in front of Covington Douglas, 36-0. Graham in front of Winoka, 14-6. That's a halftime score. Tipton leads Sasakwa 32-28 in a shootout. That is at the half as well. Let's check Class B scores as well. We've got a line of kiddos now lining up to get those Whataburger certificates. Having a great time with that. In Class B play, Canadian in front of Depew, 36-6. Dewar leads Summit Christian, 60-27. Alec in front of Laverne, 16-0. Cherokee all over Snyder, 34-6. Pioneer Pleasant Valley 22, Waurika 8, Region Prep 54, Strother nothing. Davenport in front of Walika 26-6, and Shattuck at the half over Burns Flatdale City 24-14. You kind of look like a snake salesman there, giving out all those Whataburger certificates. Let's go to Class 4A, and Wagner and Bethany in a great one. Bethany number 1 in 4A. Wagner, though, leading at the half 7-6. Weatherford in front of Salisaw 21-6. It's Tuttle 14, Broken Bow 7, and Poto out in front of Cash 27-0 at the half. Poto in front of Cash. It'll be a long ride home for those folks from Cash. At the half here, it is Mangum in front, 28-0. Our halftime being brought to us by Stockman's Bank. And we're good to go on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
The all-new Mangum Drug Company is now open at 109 South Oklahoma in Mangum. Owners John and Katie Murray are ready to serve you with manager pharmacist Mackenzie Oden. Mangum Drug will be providing pharmacy services, health and beauty aids, gifts, cards, complete pharmacy including medication therapy management and immunizations, including a convenient drive-through. That's the all-new Mangum Drug Company. Give them a call at 782-2195.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Well, I tell you what, when you start handing out Whataburger certificates, you don't know who might come into the broadcast booth.
I have a lot of friends in Mangum now.
Coach Shelby just coming in. Said, say hi to Rita Pearl. Shelby, that's his mom. She said a little bit too cool for her to be out tonight at the Liberty Bowl, so she's enjoying the ball game from the comfort of the home. And Miss Pearl, Shelby, good to have you alongside, kiddo. We appreciate you being here. Rocky Pierce is watching. Chad Augustine is letting us know that they filmed games from that chair out there.
Okay.
So now we know. Chad, thank you for that. Brenda Dreyer also letting us know that is for a Mangum filmer. Now, we've been here at the Liberty Bowl. This is game number 7. Had no idea that there was somebody up there. That would, I guess, mean that we're not very observant, Mr. Fox.
I think our filmers are right here.
No, it's a different filmer. Come on.
I don't think we've seen one person over there.
Really? Does somebody actually film up there, ladies? Okay. So they normally do have a filmer up there. All right. By the way, Jason Ringwald says, let's go Dibble. He's watching from Oak Harbor, Washington. Good to have you alongside, Jason. Tracy R. Long says, let's go Dibble. Justin O'Neill, Dylan Fox knows how to build the fan club. Free food. There you go.
I'm getting there. My numbers are going up tonight.
Jay McCormick over at Hobart. Hey, good to have you alongside, Jay. He says, let's go Tigers. Terry Whetstone says, I need a burger. Well, you know what? I'd take one as well, but I'm not going to get it. Kathy Lee. Now, this isn't Kathy Lee Gifford. No, okay, different Kathy Lee. She says, let's go cheering on from Florida. Okay, I'm ready to switch places right about now.
Yeah, we take that weather, right?
Al Gilreath says Demon Strong. He knows that there's a second half coming up. Angie Williams-Young is watching. Our good friend Alicia Nelson-McGee over there at the Department of Human Services. She's watching as well. Alicia, I left paperwork at your desk today when I dropped by. You'll want to pick that up. And Angie Williams-Young says, to the top, boys. Well, I like that. Good stuff. Halftime being brought to you by Stockman's Bank. Second half is coming up. Stick and stay. Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
Well, I tell you what, I got to tip my cap to the folks who are paying close enough attention to our broadcast on OKSports.tv or on our Facebook page, Classic Hits 97.7, to actually be able to see that chair back there up next to the scoreboard. That's some folks that are in tune to the broadcast.
Yeah, that's pretty observant for sure.
I like that. Don't forget now, we're giving away these Whataburger certificates, and that's over in Altus. And the folks over there at Altus, the Chamber of Commerce, wanted me to let you know that their Christmas lighting is coming up tomorrow night.
Great.
Their Christmas in the Park, going to open it up tomorrow evening. And it's kind of like one of those things. I love it. And I've talked to other people about this because they've heard me talking about it on my Michael in the Morning radio program, 6 to 9, Monday through Friday, here on Classic Hits 97.7, second free plug of the night, shameless as it is. But mention the fact that it's coming up tomorrow night, and they say, well, what time? And it's kind of like, what time does a lighting ceremony take place? At dusk, of course. What's up, fellas? You guys doing all right? Everybody staying warm? All right, be careful out there. It's a long fall, all right? It's not the fall that hurts, it's the sudden stop that'll get to you. 28-0, Mangum on top. Second half set to get underway. Our halftime's been brought to you by Stockman's Bank. Tigers get the ball when we come back. Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
The Mangum Star News has been serving Southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
Hey fans, are you going to be in the stands? This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we can't hide our Tiger pride. Whether it's the gridiron or the basketball court, we support our Tigers and Lady Tigers. So bring your best orange and black and we'll see you at the game. Stockman's Bank is Tiger proud.
Second half about to kick off. Classic Hits 97.7 as Mangum and Dibble are squaring off in a Class A second round matchup. The winner will advance and play next week either at Pawnee or at Wayne in a third-round bowl game. So look forward to that, especially if it's Mangum. We've not had a Friday night off since September the 6th, and I'm not ready to have one off just yet. So
yeah, no, it's all good. I think we both enjoy being here, so look forward to it.
Halftime brought to you by Stockman's Bank. Thank you so much for sponsoring our halftime on Classic Hits 97.7 and on OKSports.tv. As we mentioned, Mangum to get the football to begin the second half of play. And if you're Dibble, we're just about out of certificates, so tell your friends and neighbors we don't have any more, okay? You've been up here twice. I recognize that coat. You kids be good. Be careful. All right, second half about to get underway. Third quarter brought to you by 333 Dental. And for the first time tonight, Dibble will kick the football off to Mangum. Mangum expecting maybe an onside kick or a short one. And set to kick the football away will be Zach Ballard. So we're done, guys. See y'all later. Ballard, little squib kick here on the near side, and Leighton Ketchum will fall on it at about the 47-yard line of Mangum. Now, Mangum has scored a couple of touchdowns from right around the midfield stripe. Passes over the top, Colton Laughlin to Bryson Williams. So this is a great position on the field for Mangum.
Yeah, I think Dibble tried to catch him off guard with that. Was it an intentional onside kick, or was it supposed to be a squib kick?
No, it was intentional. They kicked it right at the offensive lineman, and it bounced off his chest. First and 10, Laughlin rolling, near side throws. Got a man open, that's Ketchum in the pass behind him and over his head. Incomplete. A little bit of a tough throw there for Colton. He's rolling to the near side, and Ketchum doing a little do-si-do and swinging around and couldn't make the catch. It'll be second down and 10. Would you do me a favor? Would you pull that close there? Okay. We got to put a lock on our Whataburger door because we're just about out. So it'll be second down and 10. Not really, but that's what we're telling the little kids. You kids get off my lawn. It'll be second down and 10. 3:33 Dental bringing us the third quarter. Our Classic hits 97.7. They'll shift the guys to the wide side of the field. And it'll be Elijah Bernal, Dalen Stacy, and Leighton Ketchum. Now to change the play. Bryson Williams isolated here on the near side. Bailey in the backfield. And delay of game going to be called on Mangum, I believe. Yep. So it'll be second down and 15 following the delay of game. 11:52 left here in this third quarter of play. You know, I kind of enjoyed sitting down because I was closer to the heater, and I actually was kind of warming up, and that has suddenly gone away. So second down and 15 for Mangum. On top here, 28-0. 11-4. Third quarter play. Williams split out here on the near side. He'll draw a double cover. Rolls out. Gets to Webb, and Webb going to pick up the 5 yards that they lost on the delay of game. And then about 4 more. That'll bring up a third down now for Mangum. We'll call it third down and about 7. Long 6, short 7. 11:30 left in the first half of play. I think, or third quarter play, I should say. And I got to believe this is 4-down territory for Sam Powers. I mean, he's shown that all night long, that gunslinger mentality.
Yeah, I think Coach Powers is definitely willing to make this a 4th down.
Laughlin going to keep it himself and try to make it a moot point. Does. Picks up the first down. 40, 35, and ridden out of bounds inside the 35 at about the 33-yard line. Colton Laughlin says, what are they talking about a 4th down play for? I got the first and more.
Yeah, and they won't even have to worry about it right there. Colton Laughlin calls his own number and picks up first down.
And the thing I like about Laughlin on those runs, he just simply puts his foot in the ground and makes up his mind that he's going to take off. He doesn't, there's no pitter-patter. He just gets after the first down marker.
Yeah, no hesitation. Once he calls his own number, he puts his head down and is trying to pick up yardage.
So it'll be first and 10 out for Mangum. They have it at the Dibble 33-yard line on top, 28-0. 11:23 left of this third quarter of play. Empty backfield. No, that'll be Bailey instead on the handoff. Bernard near the 30-yard line. Good defense on the interior there by Dibble. That'll bring up a second down. Give Bailey 3 on the play. Second down and about 7 for Mangum. Elijah Bernal had come into play in the tight end position there. And they don't huddle. Mangum doesn't huddle. They keep running right at you. Really don't give you a chance to catch your breath. And go pistol again. Bailey in the backfield. Fisher and Dalen split here on the near side. Up top, you'll find Dalen Stacy. Bryson Williams now coming across the middle of the field. They're looking his way, and good job by Laughlin simply to get rid of the football. And so I think the question is, did he get it back to the line of scrimmage? He did. He got belted as he let go of the football. And you give Dibble credit. They have put some pressure on Colton Laughlin throughout the course of the evening. Incomplete, third down, and we'll call it 7.
Yeah, they've had a couple successful blitzes off the edge, and they've got there pretty quickly, but Colton Laughlin can read the defense pretty quick and get it out.
3 wide receivers here on the near side. Fisher, Webb, Dalen Stacy, and Leighton Ketchum. Bryson Williams by himself up top. He'll come across the middle. Laughlin getting pressure. Now breaks free. Throws. Middle of the field. Ball going to be picked off. Good read that time by Dakota Shiflett. Shiflett back the other way, and he'll get tackled from behind at about the 21-yard line. Well, he had Fisher Webb open in the middle of the football field, but couldn't get a lot on the pass, and it hung up there, and Shiflett broke on it nicely, made the interception. It'll be first and 10 now for Dibble. They'll have it at their own 21-yard line, trailing 28-0 with 10:34 left here in the third quarter of play.
Yeah, Laughlin was running away from his throwing side, so he was kind of throwing it at a weird angle, and good job by the Dibble defensive back to go up and get it.
All right, well, I made it to the third quarter before I put on the final Nike golf jacket of the night, but I got to go with it. Shiflett now, a little pitch on the inside to Milchewski. He'll take it across the 25 and burrow his way out to about the 26 or 27-yard line. Hard running there. And that'll bring up a second down now. Second down, they'll call it about 6 on the carry. Now they'll give him 7, so second down and 3. Brody Shelby in on the stop for the Tigers. Again, you cannot get complacent. I mean, you're playing in the second round of the playoffs. You're taking on a team that comes in with a 9-2 record, and they're pretty darn good. So you got to make sure you finish the deal. Second down, we'll call it a short 2, long 3. Shiflett in the quarterback position, and he'll bobble the ball. Now pick it up, take it across the 35, and pick up the first down. Well, Shiflett did a nice job there. It looked like that ball had disaster written all over it as he bobbled it, then picked it up and picked up the first down.
Yeah, like you said, the Mangum defense can't be complacent on this drive. The Dibble offense has had a couple successful drives. They just really can't put it together whenever they get on the Mangum side of the field. But they've definitely had a couple of good drives.
And again, the clock's certainly the friend of Mangum because of that 4-touchdown lead. 9:30 and running, or 9:20 actually now, and running here in this third quarter of play. Shiflett, again, a low snap. He'll go to Machewski and across the 40 out to the 43-yard line. The big bruising tailback will go. J.T. Schrum in on the stop. Dalen Stacy as well. And I guess if you're Mangum, you might be willing to bend and not break a little bit at this point. Let them maybe grind out a drive here. Up by 3 scores, but again, the best defense from Mangum is that offense because they can put points on the board in a hurry.
Yeah, I think Coach Powers is willing to let a little time run off the clock and kind of play preventive defense.
Some folks call that preventing the win defense. Second down and 3. Molcheski on the jet sweep, picks up the first down and more. He's down as far as line 40, still on his feet, 35, and finally ran down at about the 31-yard line. Boy, Molcheski, one of those guys, when he starts heading in a north-south direction, you better have some rocks in your pockets because he's going to come put a hat on you.
Yeah, big body. He once he finds a hole, he puts his head down and goes full speed, and that was a really good run. Picks up solid yardage for Dibble, and they're right back in business.
Well, and again, what this does is it gives them a little bit of momentum. I mean, they trailing 28-0, but again, certainly well within striking distance. By the way, Caitlin Huckabee admitting that she skipped class today to come to town to support the ball game. Wow.
I might have skipped the class this week as well, so it's definitely okay.
All right, first and 10 now at the 31. Dibble with her best drive of the night. From the backfield, Shiflett hands it off to Milcheski, and again, just north-south hard running inside the 30 down to about the 24-yard line. Milcheski, Travanka in on the stop. Quan Bailey there as well, but again, a gain of 5, second down and 5. By the way, Brian Halford says 44 is so amazing, I smell a shoe deal. Really? Well, I need to see in on some of that. Kelly Nome, proud of our Dibble boys, win or lose, you bet. Second down, and we'll call it a long 4 here, as they'll send a man in motion. Shiflett going to keep it on the near side, tries to turn the corner, looks for a block, he gets it, cuts it inside the 20, and takes it down to about the 18-yard line. Dalen Stacy with a play from behind, but that'll be good enough for a first down. They'll move the sticks. And with 7:14 left in the third quarter of play, Dibble at the 18-yard line, knocking on the door, looking for their first score of the night.
Looks like there was a holding call.
Yeah. Out here on the edge. So the penalty will mark it back. Well, that's what, the second, third time we have seen a big run by a back for Dibble negated because of either a block in the back or holding.
And like we said, Dibble has put together quite a few solid drives, and it's just been negated by some penalties.
Well, they got some big cats up front that, when they put their mind to it, can control the line of scrimmage. So a break there for Mangum. That'll move it back down to the 34-yard line and bring up a second down and about 11. Look at some of those big uglies on the defensive line from Mangum, and maybe getting a little bit gassed right now because hands on the line of scrimmage. Second down and 11. Shiflett wants to throw, does, stops, looks, got a man, pass is caught inside the 25 down to the 24-yard line. That's Logan Pern with the catch, and that'll bring up a third down and short. So Shiflett, and if memory serves me correct, that's his first complete pass of the night. We're out for right now, okay? Sorry. Thanks. So I'll bring up a third down now at about a yard and a half. Hide those. We came with 1,000. We're down to about 12. So third down now and a yard and a half, and obviously 4-down territory for Dibble. Shiflett hands it off to Milcheski. He'll pick up the first down inside the 20, down to about the 19-yard line. Christian Travanka in on the stop for Mangum. But again, Dibble moves the sticks. halfway through quarter number 3. Brought to us by 333 Dental. So Dibble has come out following, and Mangum was driving the football to begin the third quarter, have an interception. And keep in mind, they started right around the 10-yard line, did Dibble. They have put together a very long drive, 5:50 left here in this third quarter of play. 1st and 10 now. They have it at the 19-yard line officially of Mangum. Molchewski on the carry, big hole left side. Boy, I tell you what, it looked like he was headed to the end zone, got knocked off his feet at about the 12-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle down low by J.T. Schrum. Elijah Bernal was there as well, but a gain of 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Clock shows 5:20 left in this third quarter. And again, if you're Mangum, that's the one good thing. This drive has taken up more than half of this third quarter of play, and Dibble has yet to put it in the end zone. 2nd down and 3. Caving in himself will be the quarterback, and another first down going to be picked up here as keeping the feet alive was the quarterback, Dakota Shiflett. Shiflett stopped back at about the 8-yard line, and the play continued, but I thought I saw official mark it dead there at about the 8. So it'll be 1st and goal from there with 4:55 left here in this third quarter of play. Get officials timeout here. Somebody apparently tying their shoe. That looks like the official is getting his shoe tied, and it was not the case. It was one of the Tigers. You know, from this angle, it looked like maybe Fisher Webb was tying the shoe of the official, but he was tying his own shoe. All right, that makes sense. 1st and goal now from the 8-yard line. Shiflett hands it off to Molchewski, tries to bounce it outside, does, has the 5, looks for the corner of the end zone, and he is in the end zone for the score from 8 yards away. And with 4:44 left here in the third quarter of play, Dibble is on the board, 28-6.
And that's the first time we've kind of seen that close brick wall right there really hurt somebody. I mean, we did see one of the receivers from Mangum hit the padded section.
Right, yeah.
But I think that was the first time we've seen somebody hit that just solid rock section of that.
You're talking about Molchewski, who went for the corner of the end zone, and he's just now getting over to the sideline. He did crash into the wall hard. So on to try the extra point will be Zach Blanchard. The holder is Dakota Shiflett. Snap is back, hold is true, kick is on its way, and it is no good. And with 4:44 left in the third quarter of play, Dibble has made it a 28-6 ball game. We're back to the Liberty Bowl after this on Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers."
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Carolyn Huey, she is from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, says thank you for having the game on Facebook. Once a Mangum Tiger, always a Mangum Tiger. Go Tigers. Meantime, Michelle Braddock Watson says, hey, let's go Dibble. Karen Bryce watching the bowl game tonight. Kelly Gome, once a demon, always a demon. I'm loud and proud of my little town. All right, Kelly. Thank you for dropping by and saying hi. So Dibble will kick it off now with 4:44 left in the third quarter. Brought to you by 333 Dental. Mangum on top 28-6. Little pooch kick here on the near side, and making the play from his shortstop position will be Quan Bailey. I mean, that is just like a shortstop. You go down, get your chest in front of it, and smother that ball. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Mangum. Again, they'll have a short field at the their own 47-yard line, driving the ball to begin the third quarter of play, but then an interception in the end zone, and Dibble turned that into 6 points. Full house backfield now for Laughlin. Bryson Williams split out here on the near side. In that backfield, you'll find Webb, Bailey, and really deep is Fisher Webb. Inside handoff here to Bailey, and Bernard will take it inside double territory to the 48-yard line. So give Bernard 4 on the carry. 2nd down and 6. Kind of unusual formation there for Mangum. I said that was Sawyer Webb back there, but it was Dalen Stacy instead in the backfield. So 2nd down and 6, ball at the 49-yard line. Mangum a couple of touchdowns over the top from this position. Colton Lofton and Bryson Williams. This time they'll go out in the flat, caught by Fisher, and Webb will pick up the first down as he'll take it inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line. And they'll move the sticks now with 4:08 left here in the third quarter. So the best way to answer, you're in a boxing match, you get knocked down, stand up, knock the other guy down, and Mangum trying to retaliate here and give Dibble a standing 8 count. 28-6. Mangum with the football. They've got it at the Dibble 41 officially. Colton going to keep it himself, looks for a block, gets it, takes it inside the 35, still on his feet at the 30, 25, down to the 20-yard line, bowling over tacklers and picking up the first down, Colton Laughlin. Well, you know, he got the 10 on his shirt, and he one of them pretty boy guys, but I tell you what, that's hard-nosed runner right there for Colton Laughlin.
Yeah, we've talked about Colton Laughlin's arm all season, but he has done it on the ground as well. That was a good run by Laughlin.
And again, I just like, first, the ability to wait on the block and then to explode through the hole. Penalty flag going to fly here. Illegal procedure going to be called against the Tigers with 3:46 left in the third. So again, and you know, I've been thinking about it all week long. The number of penalties that have occurred against Mangum throughout the season that seem to take place from about the 20-yard line in. It's like guys almost get too excited.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, so far. I'm not sure if it's because it might be like a pass play or something and they get anxious, but I agree with you. It's really happened within that red zone.
So 2nd down, Laughlin again going to keep it himself, and this time Colton, not a lot of room over there on the right side. He'll take it inside the 25 down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 13. Fisher Webb, by the way, had hobbled to the sideline on that play. Luke Rogers took his place. Webb now going to come back into the ballgame. 3:10 left here in this third quarter. It's being brought to us by 333 Dental. Leighton Ketchum in the slot here on the near side. Bryson Williams up top. Fisher Webb across the way. By himself, isolated one-on-one. Let's see if Laughlin goes that way. Colton wants to pass, comes back the other way. Pass through the hands of Leighton Ketchum. Oh, my goodness. Leighton had designs on going to the end zone with the catch, forgot to take the ball with him, and Logan Pern forgot to look for the football. It whistled right by him. He had an easy interception if he puts his hands up. It'll be 3rd down. 4-down territory here. No even question about that as the ball sets at the 24-yard line. Let's see if Sam Powers doesn't try to get a little bit of it back here. So it's 4th and relatively short. And let's see if he goes for the whole package. Catch him out here on the near side. He and Webb will now flip-flop. Mangum got to watch that play clock as it's down to 10. And the back judge now beginning to count it off. Laughlin hands it off to Bailey. Bernard breaking tackles and tracking people down to about the 20-yard line. Bailey will take it back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up a 4th down and 10. Bernard, a shoestring tackle away from breaking out of that one, but Austin Milcheski makes the play. So Austin and Nathan, both seniors. One would suspect maybe they are twin brothers. Going to go out on a limb there, don't know.
Yeah, I think that would be a good assumption to make.
Well, I looked at you when I said that because you're a twin, so I thought you would know something about this sort of thing. 2:15 left in the third quarter of play. Laughlin, 4th and 10, looks, corner of the end zone, passes, caught, and then dropped, incomplete. Boy, Bryson Williams had it, but he couldn't hold on. Good hand fighting going on down in the corner between he and the defender, Colton Hager. And Hager actually able to slap it away. And Dibble will get it back now with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third quarter, 28-6. So they have stopped Mangum twice now on both of the Tiger drives in the third quarter.
Good job by Hager staying with that play. Bailey went up for that ball, and Hager stayed with it even though he had better position than Hager did.
Chad Fox telling us that Ringling leading Frederick 20-0. That is the fourth quarter. Third period score, Pawnee 28, Wayne 21. So Wayne giving Pawnee all they can handle in that ball game. 1st and 10 now. Dibble not done for the night, thank you. They have it at their own 20-yard line, down 28-6. 2:08 left in the third quarter. Shiflett to Mulcheski, and Mulcheski only able to grind out a couple of yards. Good hit inside by Dalen Stacy, leading the way for Mangum. And getting off that pile, J.T. Schramm. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. Minute 50 left here in the third quarter. Tick, 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 tick. Clock becoming the ally of the Mangum Tigers. Just 13 minutes and 45 seconds left in this ball game, and they lead by 22 points. 2nd down. Let's see what Dibble does here. They've only completed a single pass of the night, if memory serves me correctly. Going to keep it on the ground here. Mulcheski to the 23 and no more. Good job inside again. Dalen Stacy making the tackle. Knifing in there, Christian Travanka. It'll be 3rd down and long now for Dibble. Tamara Edwards says, good job, Hager. Melinda Brooks, go Tigers. Terry Hazlitt Isaac is watching. Lisa Prowse is as well. And Jill Travis Nippert and Jay McCormick are checking it out as well, along with 255 other folks on Classic Hits 97.7, the Facebook page. So 3rd down here, you would almost have to believe this is a passing situation for Dibble. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Shiflett will have 3 wide receivers split from their side to the far side. And now a timeout going to be taken by the Demons. 38.6 left in the third. It's brought to us by 333 Dental, and we're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
All right, here we are, 38.6 left in the third quarter of play. Mangum on top by a score of 28-6, giving you a game reset as the Demons facing a 3rd down and 7 deep in their own territory, and they've burned one of their 2 timeouts. So, and we talk about the clock being the friend of the Mangum Tigers. Tick, 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 tick. It certainly is.
Yeah, Coach Norman has stuck with his game plan so far. He's ran the ball all second half, and I think that last drive kind of shows you what kind of Dibble team has whenever they can put together a drive. That was a solid drive, and they were able to get in the end zone. So it's going to be hard to stick with that same game plan with only, a quarter pretty much left. So we'll see how they attack this.
3rd down and 7, and from the shotgun, Dakota Shiflett. Shiflett with Mulcheski back there. He'll hand it on to the big fella, turns it upfield, 25-30, got the first down, 35-40 in the open field, 50, 45, makes a move. Fisher-Webb trying to stay with him, he pushes him away at the 40, gets him back inside. Bernard Bailey now will knock him down at the 35-yard line. How about that run by that young man, Mr. Mulcheski? Nathan getting after it.
Mulcheski found a hole, and he wasn't trying to stop anytime soon. That vicious stiff arm he had puts Dibble in good field position to score here late in the third quarter.
I think they call that beast mode, don't they?
Pretty much,
that guy from Seattle that did that all the time? What was his name?
Marshawn Lynch.
Should have gave him the football, and New England would have one less Super Bowl. I'm a Patriots fan. I'm glad they didn't give it to him on 3rd down. All right, 1st and 10 now. Dibble with the football to the 25-yard line. And will they get off the play before the period comes to an end? They do. Shiflett on the left side. Ball comes free, and Mangum will recover it. How about that? Boy, I tell you what a break there. Brody Shelby been around the football all night long, and that ball came free. A shoestring tackle. I think that may have been J.T. Schramm across the way. Ball came free, and there to pick it up on the recovery was Mangum and Brody Shelby. Third quarter in the books, brought to us by 333 Dental. Fourth period coming up. Mangum on top, 28-6. Classic is 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find in 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, IRP registration, pipe passes, or even send a UPS, Tom and Cynthia Clark will help you at the Mangum Tag Agency. Call 580-782-3004. That's 782-3004.
Well, whichever side of the aisle you're on, we're glad to have you alongside on OKSports.tv and Classic Hits 97.7. Let's see here. Alyssa Cheyenne Green says, let's go, Coach Norman. You and the Demons, you have got this. Savannah Crow, go Tigers. So proud of those boys. Sherry Lauer Bowen is watching. And Holly Fight has checked in as well. We saw Holly earlier today at the Department of Human Services, and she had no voice. There's some that wish that I didn't have one either. I knew that you were thinking that. I just simply filled it in for you.
I was going to keep my mouth shut.
How do you know I was talking about you? Could have been the 252 people that are watching on Facebook. You don't know. All right, so Mangum, after the turnover, gets the football back. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Leading 28-6, fourth quarter underway. Laughlin going to keep it himself, looks for a block, gets it, cuts it inside 25, 30, 35, 40, high steps at the 45, makes a move, and finally is tackled at about the 46-yard line. Great open field tackle by Colton Hager. It'll be 1st and 10, though, for Mangum. Boy, Laughlin, a couple of little high-step moves there, looking like a one of those bucks that's in heat right now, kind of pressing around, looking for a doe.
That was a big run by Laughlin, right off the turnover by Dibble. Just runs it right down their throat right there.
Well, you know, Colton got to be singing a little bit because it was his pass interception that led to the only touchdown of the night for the Demons. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Mangum. They've got it at the 46-yard line of the Tigers. 11:25 and running in the fourth quarter of play. Webb in motion from the near side to the far side. They'll hand the ball off to Quan Bailey. Bailey makes a move, has the 45, turns it up, and gets out to the 50, and then is shoved out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. Got a penalty flag, though, back here at about the 47. That's in that area where you're going to find holding or a block in the back. We'll see. Nice move there by Quan at the line of scrimmage. This is one of those that was so obvious there were 2 penalty flags that flew. So holding will be the call. They'll mark it off 10 yards from there. And with 11:15 left of the ball game, Mangum will be behind the chains, facing a first down in about 17 or so. And again, one of those, you're going to go back and film study, and you're going to say, look, we really didn't make that hold there. Bailey had already turned the corner when you decided to grab on. So they'll take the football back to the 36. It'll be first down from there. Line to make for a first down will be the 44 of Dibble. Pistol formation here. Again, Webb in motion, far side, near side. Laughlin fakes the handoff to him, going to roll, keeps rolling, now throws on the run, pass low. It was intended for Bryson Williams. It'll be second down and long. Bryson, upset with himself, felt like he should make the play, but that's a tough catch going down and trying to get it running it back against your body. Devonna Monroe giving a woot woot. Is that how you're supposed to do that? It's W-O-O-T.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
W-H-O-O-T, I'm sorry. Kind of like Woodsy the Owl. Second down now. Laughlin wants to throw, flush from the pocket, and he'll get sacked back at the 28-yard line. First time tonight they've been able to knock him down by the line of scrimmage with the football in his hand, and that'll bring up a third down and long now with 10:40 left of the ball game. And just absolutely no opportunity there for Laughlin. And again, this Dibble team, a physical football team, and you know it, but falling behind 28-0 in that first half of play kind of made them change their game plan, do things a little bit differently.
Yeah, I think they came into the game with a solid game plan, and for the most part, it worked effectively, just a few key mistakes.
And quick strikes by that offense from Mangum as well. Third down and long here. Laughlin, again, pressure off the edge. Breaks free from it. Got some room. Has the 40. Penalty flag will fly. Laughlin will bang into a defender at about the 45 and then get shoved back at about the 43-yard line. And we're going to get either a block in the back or a hold here called on Mangum. As the back judge fired that one from about 15 yards away. Holding will be the call. Let's see what Dibble does here. I mean, It's a spot foul. I'm trying to find the flag there on that golden field. It's about the 30. So they'll decline it here, and it sets up a 4th down and about 11. 2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Mangum leading 28-6. Suddenly the high-powered offense has kind of sputtered here in this second half of play.
And that's one thing that you try to tell your players you cannot do whenever you have a lead like that. And it just sometimes happens. You kind of lull yourself to sleep whenever you're up by that much, but they need to get out of that pretty quick.
All right, so Laughlin in to kick the football. Shiflett back to receive. Colton, rugby-style kick. Boy, this is a dandy. Shiflett will let it hit and then picks it up on the bounce at about the 18. Breaks a tackle, hands to the 25, reverses field and gets knocked down at the 27-yard line. Dangerous play by Shiflett, but if he doesn't make that catch on the hop, that thing's rolling inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, he saved himself probably 20 yards or so difference if he would have let that roll.
Kira Smith, fan of the Demon from Dibble. She's watching the broadcast. Is somebody smoking? Do you smell
that,
cigarette smoke? I mean,
I'm trying to figure out how it's like so close to us.
Yeah, it's not us. That's just, yeah. They need to put that thing out. I don't know where that thing's coming from. 1st and 10 now. Dibble trailing 28-6. They go to work, ball at their own 27-yard line. Shiflett from the shotgun. Hands it off to his big bruising tailback. Goes along the line of scrimmage and will pick up about 3 yards. Ankle tackle there, turned in by Quan Bailey. Nathan Malcheski picking up 3. Crowd oohing and awing there at the end of the play. A couple of the big uglies getting after it, and I mean getting after it. J.T. Schrum and Drake Harmon, they were hooked up and getting after it. That's a couple of old bulls in the ring right there. Looked like somebody was getting ready to come off the top rope and drop the hammer. WWE! So it'll be 2nd down. They gave 2 to Malcheski on the carry. Malcheski. I tell you what, if I'm picking up sides, I'm going to put him on my team right away. 2nd down now. Shotgun formation. Shiflett rolling right, wants to throw. Rolling. Throws it. Passes. Picked off across the way. Guess who? Brody Shelby. Was he in bounds? Still waiting for the call. He is. Interception. Shelby. 3rd turnover of the night for the plucky freshman who has just been there all evening long.
The freshman showed up to play tonight.
I tell you what.
He had a fire under him from the very start of this game, and he showed up in a big way for the Mangum Tigers.
He'd tell Michael Barnes, you know what? I may not be as big as those big ugly guys, but I've got 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery tonight. How about them apples, Bob?
Yeah, he wasn't ready to back down at all tonight.
No. Boy, what a timely interception that is. And again, Dibble, throwing the football is just not their forte. So Mangum will get it back. 8:38 left in the ball game, 28-6. Shotgun formation. Let's see if they strike quickly. Fire out in the flat, and falling down on the route was Fisher Webb. I think Webb may have a case of the cramps. Yeah, he does. Webb just went down like the sniper got him. He and Ketchum running a little pick play out there, and Fisher got up gingerly, kind of tugging at that hamstring or that calf muscle, one of the two. 2nd down and 10. Think about that play. It stops the clock. 8:33 left in the ball game. Mangum on top by 22. Ketchum now going to go in motion from the far side to the near side. He'll set up in the tight end slot. Colton going to hand the ball off to Bedard. Bailey got hit at the line of scrimmage. Maybe we'll get a yard out of the carry. Host of Demons there, including Dalton Gillen. So Gillen gets credit for the stop, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. 8:10 left in the ball game. Clock does run here in this 4th quarter. And all that excitement and all that firepower in the first half of play, and the Rockets kind of gone in the second half.
Yeah, and it's hard to kind of balance game control and continue to score, and I think they're trying to figure that out here.
And again, pressure on Laughlin. Colton going to throw, and his pass is going to be picked off. Laughlin is intercepted, and the ball going to be returned inside to Mangum. 50 to the 47, and that was one of the big uglies up front. Ball fell into his lap. He's like, what do I do with this now, Coach? I think that was Ben Ray. So the interception and the return will take it to the Mangum 49-yard line. And a short field now for the Demons. They're not done yet. Don't go away just yet. 7:43 left in the ball game, and it's a 28-6 contest. Mangum takes a timeout, I believe. Now they are. Well, no. Tell you what we're going to do. This is the officials, and the officials are getting together and talking to kids saying, look, we know you're playing hard, but you got to get things under control. And it has gotten chippy here as the game has gone on. Now the timeout will be taken by Mangum. Great job of officiating right there. 28-6, 7:43 left in the ball game. Mangum on top, Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Son, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick. Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Well, once there was a song by Warren Zevon called The Excitable Boy, and apparently I've been the excitable boy as we've gotten a little bit rambunctious here this evening. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Dibble. They have it at the Mangum 49-yard line, down 22-6, and on the jet sweep right side, that's Shiflett, and he'll get pushed out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. It'll be second down from there. 7:35 left of the ball game. Mangum on top, 22-6. So Shiflett will get 4 on the play. Somebody said I should be a WWE commentator. Off the turnbuckle they go. Well, that'll stop the clock there for Dibble. 7:35 left of the ball game. And again, pound it on the ground is their style of play. And when you're down 22 late in the fourth period of play, that's not good. Penalty flag here as Shiflett wants to throw. Does. Got a man open. Pass is caught at about the 40-yard line by Colton Hager. But I think we're going to get an illegal shift called on, Dibble. And this one will come back. So instead of picking up some positive yardage there, it'll be marked on 5 from the line of scrimmage and sets up a second down at about 13 for the Demons. All right. I'm getting word that you do a good job.
Me?
Yes. Seriously.
From my very lack of knowledge of football, I'm trying my best.
I mean, me? I mean, who else is in the booth that I'm going to be talking to, son? Come on. 7:15 left here in the ball game. Ball at the 50-yard line. Horton here's a who. Woodsy the Owl. Ball at the 49-yard line of Dibble. The line to make for a first down, the 39-yard line of Mangum. But again, the clock continuing to run. 5 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter of play. Shiflett from the shotgun. Hands it off now to Molcheski, right side, and he'll get the 5 back that they lost on the illegal shift. And that'll bring up a third down, and manageable third down at about 6, as he was knocked off his feet at about the 45-yard line. Travanka in on the stop, also helping out Mr. McGill. And they actually marked him down at the 46, so it'll be third down, and we'll call it 6.5. Oh, my goodness, the feeling is mutual as we head towards the 6:20 mark here of quarter number 4. And again, the pace of play with the running game has made the clock tick away very quickly, and if you're up by 22, that's okay. Going to go into inside handoff now to one of the big uglies, and oh, my goodness. Oh, you talk about rumbling, stumbling, pounding pounding into people, Drake Harmon. And I love Harmon. Harmon, 52 on his jersey, and he covers up that ball like it's a loaf of bread. He's like, nobody's getting my bread.
Yeah,
no way.
He was excited to get the ball right there, and he did a good job trying to find a hole, and he picked up solid yardage.
Fisher Webb he was still wiping stuff off of his helmet after he had to get, they tell you, get lower than the guy that's coming at you. Well, when you're the size of that young man and Webb is no bigger than he, you better get lower because you're going to get trucked otherwise. 4th down and about a half yard. Tight formation here for Dibble. They'll hand it off, and Molcheski will pick up the first down as he will grind it down to the 37-yard line. So they'll stop the clock momentarily and move the sticks. JT Schramm in on the stop for Mangum. 5:15 left of the ball game. And again, Mangum willing to give up 3-4 yards at a time and let 30 seconds run off the clock as well. So Dibble doing what they wanted to do in the first part of the ball game, but couldn't because Mangum scored those quick touchdowns against them. Now Dibble will spread the field. Shotgun formation by himself. They throw an inside screen. Pass is incomplete. Wow, what a big hit there. Yes, Molcheski got laid out there, and Fisher Webb doing the honors. And boy, if you're Nathan Molcheski, you go back and you kind of look at your quarterback, Dalton Shiflett, and you say, look, don't please hang me out like that. He got thumped. 4:50 left of the ball game. And Molcheski still trying to fight that one off. Not only does he get hit as the ball arrives, big stick there, legal hit by Fisher Webb, but then he comes down in awkward fashion as well. Mr. Body Fixer.
Body Fixer? Oh, okay, yeah. I was confused. I'm sorry.
Oh, getting late in the night for the young man.
It is.
2nd down and 10. Shiflett wants to throw. Does. Out in the flat. Ball hangs up, and it's going to be picked off. Stolen away by Mangum, and that's Bryson Williams. Bryson Williams getting dragged down by his shirt tail at about the 33-yard line. Zach Blanchard got it done, but we have seen that all night long. Dakota Shiflett throws the ball, and it just kind of flutters in helicopters, and Mangum able to pick it off. That's their 4th INT of the night.
Yeah, whenever Dibble is able to put it on the ground, they are a very effective offensive team. But whenever they're forced to go to the air here late in this game, it just hasn't turned out as well as they've wanted it to.
4:38 left of the ball game, and Mangum that far away from advancing to the 3rd round of the playoffs. At last we heard Pawnee was on top of Wayne. And if we're looking at the bracket correctly, Mangum would go to Pawnee next Friday night for round number 3. Inside handoff here, and Leighton Ketchum got a couple of yards, broke an initial tackle, and got 2 on the play. That little inside reverse, they handed off to Bailey first and then to Leighton. And now Ketchum, slow to get up. He's been nursing a bad ankle for a couple of weeks. What was it over at Cordell that we saw him looking like a Greek god there on the table being fed grapes?
Yeah, I think that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I believe he had an ankle injury and kind of took full advantage of the table that was laying out on the sideline.
All right, they're tending now to Leighton, and he's setting up right now. Sam Powers having a conversation with him. Timeout taken here. 4:20 left of the ball game. 28-6. Mangum on top. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Leighton Ketchum going to come off the field underneath his own power, but again, I would think he is probably done for the night, wouldn't you?
Yeah, at this point in the game, I think you let Ketchum sit out.
All right, they'll go to the ground here. Bernard Bailey breaking tackles, getting dragged down from behind at about the 41-yard line. Bernard had somebody holding on by the shirt tail. Otherwise, he's picking up the first down and more. Takes it out to the 41. It'll be his 3rd down and about a yard and a half from there. 4 minutes left of the ball game. Mangum on top, 28-6. And again, a couple of first downs in this one will go into the winning column for Mangum. 2 timeouts left of the ball game for Dibble. Shotgun formation for Colton Laughlin. See if he doesn't keep it himself. And now they'll let Fisher Webb go behind him. Webb going to set up shop here on the near side. They change the play. Now watch that play clock winding down. Colton hands it off Bailey. Bernard at the line of scrimmage. She'll get to the 41 and no more. That'll be short of a first down by about a yard. And now Dibble going to take a timeout with 3:26 left of the ball game. 28-6, they trail. 4th and a half yard for Mangum when you and I come back. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Hello, I'm Ashley Slayton, nurse practitioner at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. Dr. Lonnie Perryman and I provide a full-service family practice which includes care for children and adults. Same-day appointments are usually available. We are located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-3393 for appointment. I'm looking forward to getting to know new patients, providing compassionate care, and becoming even more integrated into my hometown.
So what are you going to do here? You going to go for it? 4th and about a half yard, 3:26 left of the ball game.
Again, this is why I'm not getting paid to coach, but I personally would punt it, but you know how much I know about football.
Well,
so
looks like Sam Powers is going to go for it, at least try to draw them offside, and it will be Colton Laughlin picking up the first down as he runs over tacklers across the 45 out to the 46-yard line. Colton Laughlin making up his mind, saying, I'm going to get a first down, so that'll move to 6, 3:21 remaining. They'll start the clock momentarily. 1 timeout left for Dibble, so 1 more first down, and this one will be in the books. First and 10 now. Oh, we got a good one for you coming up in a moment. First and 10 now. Laughlin, pistol formation. Bernard Bailey behind him. 2:50 and running here in this 4th quarter of play. Laughlin finding that back judge and waiting until he starts counting it down. Now he'll hand it off to Bernard, and Bailey won't get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a couple of yards. By the way, this word just in from Chad Fox and Radio Central. You guys have broken all Fox Radio, Facebook, YouTube, and website watch totals. Thank you to all of you who have joined us here tonight, whether it's over the air on Classic Hits 97.7, on the Facebook page, Classic Hits 97.7, or on the YouTube channel. It has been a glorious night, and you folks from Dibble, we appreciate you being there as well. It's a good football team. It was just one of those things that Mangum able to get that early lead and took away the ability to grind it out by the Demons.
yeah, the Mangum faithful, we are appreciative of all of you listening in, and all the Dibble fans. Thank you, guys. We've really appreciated it, and it's been a blast so far.
That doesn't mean we want you to go away. Stay with us throughout the ballgame. Here's Bernard Bailey across the right side, and Bernard out to about the 49-yard line. And with 1:50 left, Dibble going to use their final timeout here as they are hoping for some kind of magic. But again, down 22-6, 1:50 left in the ballgame. And Mangum now, 3rd down and about 5.5. But again, I think Sam Powers has shown this is going to be 2-down territory no matter what the distance is.
Yeah, for sure. Coach Powers has, like we've talked about, he's been comfortable making those questionable calls all night long, and he's definitely made a lot of 4th down territory calls, and I think this is one of them for sure.
Well, 3rd down and 6 here, and again, you're willing to let the clock run. You can take about 50 more seconds off. You pick first down or not. 1:50 left of the ball game. Our comments have been off the charts as well. 313 so far. Here we go. Pass is going to be incomplete. Like Colton Laughlin really got stuck hard at the end of that play. And Trident Garrett getting excited and being a little bit demonstrative at the end of it and still talking. And now this is, you hate to see this because it's a lopsided score at this point. And, Garrett's played a good football game now. Got to keep your focus here. It's not an easy thing to do. Minute 45 left of the ball game. The clock did stop on the incomplete pass. Frustration beginning to show just a little bit. Colton throws, pass through the hands of Bryson Williams, incomplete. So Dibble going to get the football. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the midfield stripe. Still a minute 41 remaining, but they don't have any timeouts, and they're down by 22 points. So it appears next week you and I, the Fox radio crew will be at Pawnee for a third-round ball game against the Black Bears. It'll be a fun week. It'll be an interesting week. You know, anytime you're practicing during Thanksgiving week means you got a pretty good program going on. And the fact that you get these extra practices, the sophomores and juniors getting this extra work, this extra time, it is invaluable. Trying to throw the football, does. Middle of the field, passes caught. And out of bounds will go the wide receiver, Logan Pern. Best throw of the night there by Dakota Shiflett, but we're going to get a penalty on the play. And I think you're going to get an ineligible receiver downfield. Yep. That took forever to unfold, and those big uglies up front, they're like, do I go yet? I mean, is he running? Who do I block? Where, you know, and finally that clock goes off in your head, and you're like, I got to get downfield and put a hat on somebody, and by that time, you've got the ineligible receiver downfield. So the penalty going to mark it back here. It'll bring up a first down, but they'll walk it off against 5-yard mark-off, ineligible receiver downfield. And it'll set up a first down and 15 now for Dibble. Tough part about that is it takes time off the clock, now down to a minute 33. Justin O'Neill saying, how about big play Brody? And indeed, boy, he did have a great night, didn't he? Couple of interceptions, and fumble recovery. Great effort tonight by Brody Shelby. Shiflett rolling out right side. Wants to throw, does, pass, incomplete. Colton Hager trying to turn back and catch that football and couldn't get it done. It'll be second down. Well, the folks from Dibble, we hope they have a safe trip home. And again, this is a football team that I've got to be honest with you. I can say it now because there's only a minute 12 left. I was really nervous coming into the ball game.
Yeah, for sure. I think both of us were. We kind of looked at their schedule, and this Dibble team is a solid team, and I don't think the score does it justice of how good this team was. They put together a couple of great drives.
Yeah, they did.
They really showed their talent, flashes of talent at times, and they just couldn't put it all together tonight. And I think they have a great team going forward.
Angie Williams-Young watching in late in the ball game. Good to have you alongside, kid. Shiflett rolling out, being chased by Bailey. Shiflett rolling. Bailey chasing. Now the throw and the pass. Knocked down by Quan Bailey. Minute 5 left of the ball game. Third down and about 15. Jennifer Cobble says, go Mangum. You better believe it. So Mangum will advance. They'll head to the third round. Now find themselves at 11-1 on the year and playing in week number 13. How good does that sound?
That sounds pretty good. And from it seems like week 1 was just yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, it really does. You're right. Yeah.
The last 13 weeks have just flown by, and it's been a blast watching them grow and get better.
We've gone from September 6th to what is today, the 22nd day of November in a heartbeat. You're right. So third down and 15. Dibble going to fight to the end. Molcheski on the carry. Takes it across the 45 and gets spun down at about the 46-yard line. In on the stop, Christian Travanka, Corbin McGill, Quan Bailey in on the stop as well. Fourth down at about 14. So 45 seconds left in this one. And I will tell you the reason that Dibble had me concerned. I knew what a physical football team they were. Mangum able to take them out of that physicality with those big plays that they were able to produce early in the ball game. So fourth down at about 14. Shiflett wants to throw, scrambles, gets this one off. Pass is knocked down by Bryson Williams. And Williams that time just simply knocked the football away from Logan Pern. And now the confetti will fly. And Mangum can take a knee, and then this one will be over. So the Mangum Tigers getting a break late in the season from Frederick, knocking off Hobart by more than 2 points. They win the district championship, and they win both their ball games at home. First 2 weeks of the playoffs, doing what they need to. The little song by Bachman Turner Overdrive that you hear on Michael in the Morning, taking care of business.
Yeah, no, it's such a turn-up event. They were sitting at that 2 spot, and it wasn't even in their control at that point.
Right,
It just came down to Hobart and Frederick, and Frederick went and took care of business that week.
Direct snap here to Quan Bailey. He will take a knee. That's Bernard Bailey instead. He will take a knee. They'll count down the final 15 seconds, and the Mangum Tigers live to see another week. Football playoff fever continues in Mangum, Oklahoma. Tigers win it tonight by a final score of 28-6. They advance to the third round of the Class A playoffs. You and I back after this. Classic is 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Courtsview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen when you're enjoying ball this fall. Stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Courtsview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Courtsview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
Mangum Building.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stone cutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
Deborah Reed Maddox, so proud of you guys. Tiger Power. Beth Reynolds, way to go Tigers. Bernice Reeves, great game Tigers. Jenny Bearden, way to go Mangum Tigers. Connie Rogers Hewlett, way to go boys. Tiger Pride. Nicole Reed White, proud of the Tigers. J.J. Sheward, way to go Tigers. Orange Power. Larry Brown, great win Tigers. Are you all going to have it on next week as well? Larry, you better believe it. Tracy Leeper, congratulations to these boys. Great game. Way to bring it home, Tigers. Christina Wyrick, good job, Mangum. Toby Lanning, proud of you boys. Lisa Bruton, lucky 13. Tigers Pride, we're proud of you guys. Dawn Annette Chisholm Bell, great job, Tigers. Barbara Martin Latrisky, proud of you, Dibble boys, and indeed, great effort by them. Cecil Cummins, great game, Mangum. Marilyn Garton, great game, boys, so proud of you. Lawana Hoke Weaver, congratulations. Classic Hits 97.7. What'd we do? I guess we just showed up and had a great game, huh? Thank you, by the way. Tracy Leeper, go Tigers. Beth Reynolds, proud to be a Tiger. Savannah Crow, way to go, Mangum. So proud of you. Kelsey Kent, great game, Tigers. Mike Reimer, congratulations, Mangum. Classic Hits 97.7, thanks. You are welcome, sir. Angelica Policio, great game, boys. Holly Fight, great game. Randy England, praying for a safe trip home to Dibble. For the Dibble folks, amen to that. Melinda Brooks, yes, good job, Tigers. Tabrisha Harple, that's a tough one for me. Way to go, Tigers. Mary Pando, way to go, Tigers. Summer Sullivan, Kelly Nome, congratulations, Mangum. Jennifer Cobble, good job, Tigers. Devonna Monroe, Jason Ringwald, Andy Slayton, thank you, 97.7, you bet. Lawana Houck Weaver, she says, great game. Michael Baker, big thoughts there as well. Congratulations to the Mangum Tigers. What a bowl game. Way to go, sir. Good job there. Mike Gerald's coming by and saying hello, and it's on to week number 13, 28-6. Now, I'm going to ask you a question, my friend.
Okay.
28-0 halftime lead. Folks hearing us say, oh, well, we got a game yet in the second half. Really? I mean, it was not a given until about a minute left in the contest.
Yeah, for sure. Being up 28-0, Dibble had a ton of time to come back in that second half. They had a great game plan coming into this game, and they showed signs of life in that first half. They just couldn't really put it together. So whenever they were able to put it together in that drive, they scored that touchdown in the second half. You could really see that if they were able to put a couple more drives like that together, it was going to be a good game.
Well, and I tell you, my friend, they went about 90 yards on that drive and ate up over 7 minutes of game clock. And, you know, if you're Mangum, there's got to be a part of you that says, Okay, they scored, but they took a lot of time off the clock, and really that was kind of a benefit to Mangum because it allowed that many fewer touches, less touches for Dibble and allowed them to pick up that victory.
Yeah, I think Coach Powers was willing to let Dibble continue to run the ball out like they had been that entire first half and eat that clock away. And like you said, it was just less touches that Dibble had in that second half.
So Mangum now 11-1 on the year. They will travel, we believe, to Pawnee next Friday night to take on the Black Bears. And, of course, we will be there. We suspect the ball game will kick off at 7 o'clock. Pregame would begin at 6:45 here on Classic Hits 97.7 and on OKSports.tv. We will not talk to you again until you have celebrated Thanksgiving, so enjoy your family and your friends. We look forward to next Friday night. Mangum marches on in the state championship run, week number 13 coming up. Dylan Fox, I'm Michael in the morning, or Michael Barnes as some people know me by. Thanks to Chad Fox, Ryan Lane, and thanks to all of you who participated tonight. What joy, what fun we had. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv. Championship radio with a championship football team.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.